Messi. Oh, brilliant skill from Lionel Messi. Surging forward with real menace here. Brilliant from Messi. Oh, what a goal that is!
Yes, good evening. Savva here and Has, of course, from Southview Boys. How are you, mate?
Yeah, all good. Another watch along. It's going to be another fun ride after the highs of the weekend.
Yeah.
Fun to watch Chelsea have a go.
Always a lot calmer, though, when it's not your own team, isn't it? It's like, it's always just a bit more like, oh, I don't really care what happens. Like, you know, you could just...
We can sit back and relax and just watch other people squirm, you know. So
yeah, we'll sit back from our lofty heights of second there and watch these two bottom half table teams play. But listen, for anyone that hasn't joined us before, these are not serious shows. So we get to watch Chelsea, we get to watch Fulham, and normally on these nights, like tomorrow, we'll be doing 2 watch-alongs. There'll be Champions League games and League Cup games and all this stuff going on. So we'll bring you scores. Tonight, there's not that much going on across Europe. But this should be a good game. It's a West London derby. Chelsea away at Fulham. Chelsea in desperate need of league wins after their win against Brighton in the Cup. And Fulham, always a difficult opposition to play against. How do you see it going?
Well, you know, it's for me, Chelsea have to win. There's no two ways about it, you know.
Yeah.
It's a West London derby. It's not going to be easy. Fulham are a really good side this year as well. I like the way Fulham set up. They give every team they play a really good game. And we saw what they did against Arsenal with 10 men. You know, they came back, they scored a goal to draw the game. But they know that Chelsea have to win this game tonight. And that could play into Fulham's advantage tonight because they're playing at home. The crowd's going to be behind them, and Chelsea have injuries. Look, Jackson's out tonight as well. Broca comes into the squad. But it's now or never for Poch. He's got to win this game, right? Surely.
Yeah, he's got to win, hasn't he? By the way, for anyone who cares, Tottenham under-21s versus Chelsea under-21s is on right now. Chelsea have just equalised. They're equalising right now as we talk, by the way. So Tottenham under-21s won, Chelsea under-21s won, unless it's VAR'd or disallowed or something. But at the moment, it's showing as a goal. And the Tottenham goal scorer, for anyone that cares, is Iago Santiago, a player that a lot of people would like to see in the first team squad. Other than that, tonight across Europe, you've got Fiorentina playing Calgary, and you've got and that's it, really. That's it. There's not really a lot else. So we will be concentrating on the Premier League game. Yeah, you're right. Look, Chelsea have only won 1 game in 6, and that was against Luton Town. They kind of get a bye, I suppose, because new manager, lots of new players. But that doesn't last forever, right? Like at some point, you've got to go, hang on, you're now 6 games in, 7 games in, 8 games in.
Well, I think the problem he's got is the amount of money he's spent. I mean, they're not in Europe this season. I do understand it's a transitional period for Chelsea, but, you know, for a club of their stature and the players that they've brought in and the money that they've spent, for me, they've got to try and push towards that top 6, top 7 spot to at least get back into Europe. But look, there's other clubs knocking on the door. Brighton's going to be strong. Villa is really strong this season. Newcastle are up there. We're up there. You know, there's so many teams ahead of Chelsea this season that they can get lost in all that. You know, it's chaotic over there at the moment. Look, I'm not saying I'm loving it, but it's not looking good for them.
You're not enjoying it, right?
No, I don't want to say that, just in case there's any Chelsea fans, out of respect. And you know, I admire Poch for what he did with us, but look, he's not our manager anymore. Good luck to the guy. But look,
some people don't seem to know that, but yeah, he's not. Some people still think he is. But I mean, look, a win today. I'm just looking at the Premier League table now, and Villa. I don't know why I said Villa. Chelsea are down in 15th. They have got 5 points from 6 games. A win tonight takes them 8 points and will put them into 11th above Nottingham Forest. So they'll be into 11th. Chelsea, you can see they've played 6. They've scored 5 goals. They've conceded 6. So they concede 1 a game. That's not their problem. Their problem is scoring goals. And when you look at everyone else, look at everyone else down there, right? Everyone in the bottom 11, if I include Man United who are 10th, anyone in the bottom 11 have conceded double figures, anywhere ranging between 10 and 19 goals. Chelsea have conceded 6. So not like no one's battering them. They don't concede a lot of goals, but only Burnley have scored less than them this season. What's the issue at Chelsea, I wonder?
For me, Savva, it's like which hole are they trying to plug, right? So they're not scoring enough goals, so they're trying to plug that hole, but then at the same time they're trying to plug the hole at the back as well because they've got an aging Thiago Silva at the back, with new defenders that they've brought in. So they're almost trying to balance it out, okay, by not trying to concede too many, but also they can't score many goals as well. I mean, Jackson's the only outlet at the moment. For me, Mudryk, hell of a lot of money spent on him. He can't seem to hit, the barn door at the moment. And
he's starting to play better though, I've watched Chelsea a few times this year. I feel like you can see it. He's a player. He's dangerous. For me though, I think half the problem you're going to have there, if you're Sterling, if you're Mudryk, if you're Madueke, whoever, it doesn't matter what you create. There's no goal scorer to finish anything off.
This is the problem. The only outlet was Jackson. He's not available tonight.
Yeah.
So then you're relying on your wingers and your attacking players to try and find goals from somewhere.
True.
They're not making it happen at the moment. Well, the likes of, Sterling started off really well. Sterling started off fantastically well for Chelsea this season, and now he's gone sort of off the boil a little bit. He's not playing tonight. So they've had plenty of injuries, but for me, it's only a matter of time. They might start firing if they get a win tonight. Who knows? But I think if they lose tonight, big problems for Poch, massive problems for Poch, because you can see other teams that are sort of on the cusp of that top 8 sort of bypassing them at this point.
Yeah, it's crazy. Look, let's talk about Fulham for a little bit. Fulham are where you would expect Fulham to be. Fulham are 12th at the moment. They win tonight, they go into 9th. They'll go above. No, they won't. Sorry, they'll go into 10th. They'll go. No, they won't. Yes, they will. They'll go into 10th above Man United, where you'd expect them to be. Mid-table. Again, Fulham don't score many goals. They've scored 5 goals all season. Their results to date have been, this is their league. They drew 0-0 with Palace, beat Luton 1-0, lost to City 5-1. Before that, they lost 3-0 to Brentford, beat Everton 1-0. They're not scoring goals. Has another one without Mitrovic. Everyone without a goal scorer, it's showing, right? They're showing.
It's showing, but what we're forgetting as well, this is a derby. This is the West London derby, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going to be hopefully a derby atmosphere. As with all derbies, form sort of goes out the window a little bit. I would say, obviously, Chelsea need to win more than Fulham do because they are where they're expected to be. But, this Fulham team, they're resilient. Palhinha, for me, sticks out in that midfield. He's got to put a good performance in tonight. Chelsea have the likes of Enzo and Caicedo in that midfield who are just, at the beginning of their sort of relationship in that midfield.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting one tonight. For me, it's all about how they can recover the ball in midfield, win the ball high up, and try and press Chelsea. And Chelsea's just got to, somehow the wingers have got to sort of utilise their time on the ball and try and get Broca. They've got the aerial threat with Armando Broca in the squad today. So it's going to be interesting. I'm leaning towards a draw tonight, if I'm being honest with you. I think both teams aren't too great, but yeah, I don't know what you're thinking, Savva.
I really don't know. There's that part of me that says at some point, Chelsea have to click into gear. Like there's that kind of part of me which goes, well, it's obvious, right? But the last couple of years in football, I feel like any predictions and form and everything's gone out the window. So many things are happening that you wouldn't think. Look, I think we're probably going to see Chelsea have a lot of the ball. Have they got goals? Is Armando Broja a goal scorer? I don't know. I don't think Raul Jimenez gets enough goals up front for Fulham. Is Wilson and Willian, are they great goal scorers? Mudryk and Cole Palmer. I like Cole Palmer. I like Mudryk,
Brilliant,
but
man.
are they goal scorers? I don't know. Maybe we see a crazy 4-all London derby though, mate, and goals from everywhere. But
well, let's hope that's the case.
Absolutely. Rest in peace as well, by the way, to former Man City and England striker Franny Lee, who was obviously part of the famous trio for Man City of Lee, Bell and Summerby. Many fans will probably remember his son, Nicky Summerby, who played for Man City when we were growing
absolutely.
up. Yeah, winger.
Really well.
Yeah, so big up, Gary. Thanks for that. Hasper, big up, Has. How you doing, man? Hope you're well.
Has.
So Chelsea lack a number 10 and a top-class striker. Yeah, I think the difficulty for them is they've got one of those positions in Nkunku. I truly believe if Chelsea had Nkunku right now, they'd be sitting 6 or 7 points higher up. But they're the margins in football. You've got to have players that can do it, right? Thumbs up Fonzie. This is a great name. I said, once Chelsea realise half of their players are not good enough, they'll find out how hard it is to shift average players on big long contracts. Yeah, maybe. I do think they have signed some really good players. I think Caicedo, we know how good Caicedo is. We know how good he is. We know how good Enzo Fernandez is. That, players like this will be good, but I do think they've got to settle. And what I will give Chelsea is this. This is the one thing I will give them. If I bring this up. Oh, no. Hang on, live. There we go. If you look at Chelsea today, we talk about, like Arsenal, we're talking about injuries, right? This is Chelsea's injury list. Listen to this. This is mad. Now, we all say if we lose Basuma or Maddison, right? Listen to this. They have got out Bettinelli, the goalkeeper, Badashile, Chalobah, Chilwell, and Fofana, and Reece James. There's a whole back five. Right? Chukwuemeka, Mali Gusto, Nicholas Jackson, Lavia, and Nkunku. They've got 12 first-team players out injured. Now, listen, people can say, £1 billion, whatever. That's a lot of talent on the bench, injured. That's a lot of talent.
Yeah. Jackson
and Nkunku, that's their goals. All their back four, essentially, is injured. Lavia, who they signed. That's an injury list and a half, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've got to reiterate what Has said earlier on. Hasper said in one of his messages, Poch doesn't know his first 11 because he hasn't had a chance, with all the injuries and stuff. He just hasn't had a chance to put 11 that's competent enough to compete in the Premier League this season. So for me, it's a massive injury list. But at the same time, we all know Chelsea have like 300 players in their squad as well. They've bought everyone under the sun last season. So look, it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. Some teams rely on one or two players, like, for us, for instance, Maddison, if he goes out, we're screwed. If Son goes out, what do we do? Two players right there.
If we look at it like this, by the way, everyone in the chat, smash the like button. It's a friendly chat. It's a nice place to be tonight, but smash the like button. Imagine we had Udogie, Porro, Van de Ven and Romero out. Right?
Well, imagine who would come in to replace them.
And Nkunku and Jackson is like, for us, Son and Maddison being out, right? So I do feel that it's very difficult for me to judge Chelsea massively on this at the moment. But, hey, football is very unforgiving. Paul has said, why are you covering this game if it's of no interest to Tottenham? Has, do you want to answer that question, or shall I?
Paul, it's Football Heritage TV, mate. We're all Tottenham fans, but it's all about the football. We're bringing you other games as well. It's not just, we've got one game a week, mate. One game a week. And we just want to bring some football for everyone. Bit of fun, bit of banter. Nothing serious, mate.
Big up. Daniela is saying Poch in the mud for now. Amy has said Fulham owner likely there since Jacksonville Jags are playing at Tottenham Stadium on Sunday. Big up, yeah. Someone else saying RIP, yeah, RIP to Franny Lee as well. Chelsea to sneak a 2-1 win. Steph ACM thinks Chelsea will sneak a 2-1 as well. Ben, I've sent you the link. You've got the link. It is at the Cottage. Sorry, it is at the Cottage tonight. Yeah.
Wonderful stadium, by the way, if no one's been.
Old school.
I love that. You know what? I absolutely love that. The way it's set up, you can just feel how old it is, but there's something about it that it's amazing.
Absolutely. Has said, I don't really see Nkunku as a striker, just my opinion, but he can play across, i.e. playmaker or winger. Yeah, but listen, they've bought him for goals. No matter where he plays, this guy's goal record is phenomenal. They've bought him for goals, and that's what they're missing. He's their best goal scorer. AJ, who puts the same message every day to me, big up to you as well. Hope you're well, AJ. And talking of AJ, here's Perchy with a much, much better top than he's worn in recent weeks. Big up to you, mate. You well?
I'm good. Some football to watch. It's all good.
I've just realised how white your background is. Like, everything is white, isn't it?
It's just clean, isn't it?
Very clean. Very clean.
That's just for the background. Everything else is just chaotic around me.
Yeah.
Bit like his haircut. It's just clean, isn't it? It's just
sharp. It's super sharp. Perchy, we've had questions already. Why are we doing this game? Well, we're doing this game because Spurs aren't in many games, and you know what? We've got about 8 watch-alongs this week, so this guy's going to hate us. Look, we're all football fans. We all love watching football. Perchy, just before I bring Ben in, big up Ben. Perchy, give me a prediction. By the way, sorry, before I do that, how rude of me, I should read out the teams. The teams are, for Fulham, Leno in goal, Castagna, Diop, Ream and Robinson, Reed, Paulinho and Pereira, with Wilson, Jimenez and Willian, the ex-Chelsea player, up front. Chelsea, Robert Sanchez in goal, Colwill, Silva, Disasi, Cucurella, Caicedo and Fernandez, with Mudryk, Gallagher, Palmer and Brozier. I mean, it's an injury hit Chelsea, Perchy, but what are you going for today? What score are we going for?
So my predictions that I do at the beginning of the weekend, I went 1-1. But because Thuze is doing so well in fantasy football and she's got Bernd Leno in goal, I'm going 1-0 Fulham. Leno saves a penalty and gets loads of points. Because at the moment, she's 10th in my league, by the way, whilst I'm currently in my own league, 75th. Which she didn't remind me of it, which was a bit... And she didn't remind me that she's way above you as well on your one.
Have you got a girlfriend called Susie?
No.
Just you've not mentioned you've not mentioned it for a while. Perchy's got a girlfriend, everyone.
Hashtag
Perchy is a love-making machine up there in the top right-hand corner. Right, come on, score. I need a score prediction.
Well, I'll go 1-0 Fulham.
1-0 Fulham. Okay, Ben, welcome. How are you?
Doing all right. My mum has just made a lovely piece of roast beef, so I'm very happy. Glass of red to go with it. I'm relaxed, and we're gonna watch some football with my mates. So it's gonna be great.
Absolutely.
That is Bella Vita, isn't it? Just sit with your mates, have a lovely dinner. That's it.
How sophisticated. He didn't just have a bit of beef. He had a lovely red wine to go with it as well. And look. We've even got Strasbourg Steve. Steve, which one of these two do you support? Fulham and Chelsea. Oh, just checking. Just thought you might support one of them. Ben, give me a score prediction before we go to Steve.
Oh, because Chelsea are terrible. Let's say 2-1 Fulham.
Okay, 1-0 Fulham, 2-1 Fulham. I'll come to you in a second, Has, for your prediction. Steve, how are you, mate? You good?
I'm good, bro. What about you guys? What about you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're good. We're living football through other teams at the moment because Spurs don't play midweek anymore. We just stick to weekends. Steve, give me a score. Fulham against Chelsea. Both teams between them in 12 games have managed to score 10 goals. So like they don't average a goal a game each. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying goose eggs. No.
Oh, wow. Going for a 0-0.
Yeah, 0-0.
Never.
I don't think Fulham
Never.
are good at scoring goals, and I don't think Chelsea are either. So,
Wow.
we'll probably end 4-4 now, but
Wow, not even a cheeky 1-0.
No,
Okay, so
no,
we've got a 2-1, a 1-0, a 0-0. Haas, where are you going? Haas is going for a 1-1. I fancy Chelsea tonight.
Huh.
I do. I don't know why. I fancy Chelsea. I think it's going to be I'm going to go crazy. I reckon it's going to be a 4-3. I reckon we're going to see loads of goals tonight.
Honestly, we've gone from a 0-0 to a 4-3. What a polar end of the one that is.
But if he pulls that 4-3 off, everyone's going to be like, how did he do it?
Yeah.
How did he do
He
it?
watches more football games than all of us put together.
It's a good point.
Listen, I'm by the way, big up Daniel Bordan asking how he can vote for me. Please do vote. I keep forgetting to ask. The link is now put into the chat and it is pinned. There are only 3 days after today to vote. So please
I've
do
voted 10 times.
Yeah,
So
that's because you're a legend, Ben.
No, I'm not.
Let me know your score predictions in the chat. People seem to like Perchy. Look, big up Perchy. Big up Perchy. Now Benny and Perchy sounds like a comic from the 1980s, doesn't it? Benny and Perchy. Big up to Louis K, who said, I don't think Chelsea fans can jump onto Poch too quickly. That injury list is significant. It is huge. I can only imagine if we had 12 first-team players out, our 11 would be like Forster, Royale, Sessegnon, Dyer,
Davis.
Phillips or Davis, Skip, Højbjerg, and
Richarlison.
Celso with Richarlison, Solomon, and Santiago.
Basically, your Carabao
like
Cup team. Your Carabao Cup team.
Basically, yeah. So I feel they do need a little bit of slack. But yeah, listen, I like games that aren't Spurs, guys. I do. I enjoy them because there's no pressure. Like I'm not cheering anyone on. I just want to see goals.
Can I just say, I think Willian is going to have a good game tonight. I really do think he's going to have a good game tonight. I think he'll roll his socks up and he'll want to get one past Chelsea tonight. He's going to be my man to watch, I think.
Yeah. That's his man to watch. We need to make that a segment on the show now. That's his man to watch.
Hass's man. Let's do it. Hass's man to watch. Hass's would be HAS hyphen A apostrophe S. Hass's man to watch.
Yes, that's the one.
Hass's. I can't make it work. Apparently, Susie planning a hostile takeover of Perchy TV. Be careful, Perchy. Sleeping with the enemy comes to mind. Sleeping with the enemy.
Your channel is live at the moment, Perchy. I don't know if Susie's sort of taking it. Your channel's live at the moment.
Is it?
I
was going to say, it wouldn't shock me. Go on, crack on. I haven't done anything today. I just haven't really felt anything today. So I was just like,
I missed Perchy's stream today. It was 12 o'clock after watching Mr. Savva, and there was no one there.
Yeah, do you know what's
terrible?
It's awful.
Jacob, it's too bad Adama Traore isn't even on the bench.
Why? So he can run and do absolutely nothing all game.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's awful.
He's one that who is it likes him? Jacob. Oh, is that who said it?
Yeah,
you put the comment up.
Adama game winner.
Hang on, I was just doing this. The game has kicked off, by the way. The game has kicked off. Fulham 0, Chelsea 0. Hass's man to watch is Willian. My man to watch is. I think Mudryk is going to have a good game today.
Wow.
I think Mudryk will. I think he's a good player that needs game time, needs to settle. Here he is talking about it. He's running his man down the line. And crunching tackle from Diop. Is that the Diop that was at West Ham?
Yeah, it's
Diop,
isn't it?
And also Toulouse. Yeah.
I'm a mile behind, but who cares? I'm watching it on Sky Go.
I think our ref from the weekend is the fourth official for this game.
Good. Oh, good. Here go Chelsea. Hang on, Chelsea. Hang on, Chelsea are in. Chelsea are in. He's rounded the keeper. You've got to finish it. Oh, my God. Tell me you've seen that.
Oh, mine's just kicked off.
Mudryk. Oh, good tackle there.
Yours has just kicked off.
Yeah.
We're a minute and a half into the game.
I'm a minute in exactly.
Only Chelsea. Who gives a shit?
My man to watch is Anthony Robinson.
I'll tell you what, who saw that shot?
Let me see here. Mudryk.
I-
I'm about to see it.
Oh, no. Wow.
Oh, my broya. What the hell?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's not right, is it?
To answer your
I think-
question, Broja can finish.
I think Steve's 0-0's looking good with finishing like that, isn't it? Ben, what are you watching it on?
Oh, Sky Go. Oh, no, that's awful.
Okay, you've just seen it.
Oh, no, that's awful.
Angus,
That's
they're
awful.
not getting relegated.
Oh, no.
They're not
Oh,
getting
that's
relegated.
awful.
Hey,
Is this one of- is this one- is this-
To be fair.
That's
To be
an Arsenal prediction, that is, though. They predict.
No. Let's
Angus's
just be real
predictions
here.
are the worst predictions
What-
on YouTube.
What is
They
the
are.
difference?
I'm
What is the
sorry,
difference between Chelsea's team and Leicester's last year? Can you tell me if there's a lot of difference?
Well, what this 11 or
Yeah,
Chelsea in
okay.
general?
I can.
Chelsea's squad and Leicester's squad last year.
I can tell you the difference.
Chelsea have about 15,000 injuries right now. That's the difference.
No, the difference is
Leicester had a lot of injuries
Oh,
too.
Chelsea are carving them open at the moment, though.
Pereira consistently injured and Didi consistently injured. Jamie Vardy was injured. And he wasn't scoring goals anyways because he's old.
Can I just say,
there much-
Cole Palmer was free when Broja took the ball there. He could have just squared it to him. It would have been 1-0.
I think he was offside. I'll be honest. I think in the build-up there was an offside anyway. But Chelsea are on it. I thought that's a great tackle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
good
thought that was
tackle.
Are you watching it in real time, Hass?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Squared
about
it.
behind you. I think.
Oh, that's a great tackle. I'm sorry. How are we giving that as fouls? Wait till you all see it. Caicedo's tackle on Pereira. They might as well scrap tackling. Honestly, they might as well scrap tackling.
Savva, the refs don't have to be good in this league. So there you go. That
The
answers
what?
that question. The referees don't have to be good in this league or competent. So
Pereira gone down injured, is he?
I don't know. Wait till you see it. That is a.
I've seen it.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen it. He's just gone down on his knees, though. I think he's landed in an awkward.
no, he got the
I
ball
think the
there. I
tackle
don't
was
think that's a
perfect.
foul, really.
No, it's the reaction of them, the player that's made the referee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the tackle was perfect, though.
It's a
for
good
the guy.
tackle. Nah, that's ridiculous. That's not a foul. No, not a foul for me.
Benny and Perchy sounds more like a stoner sitcom.
Yeah, it's
Get in, boys.
I
Get
love
in.
that.
Perch, let's do that show, mate.
Let's do it.
With
Yeah.
a nice little whimsical, upbeat kind of,
Yeah. It won't be stoners. It'd probably be on craft beer or something like that.
Oh, I don't drink craft beer.
Big up to Minerals who voted for Richard Mineral Savva.
Yeah.
Big
Richard
up.
Mineral Savva. Yeah.
I
Big
like
up.
that. You should change the channel to that. Richard Minerals.
Minerals Heritage. Here's Fulham.
Minerals Heritage TV.
Harry Wilson's cutting in. He's dinked one to the back post. Kukurea can clear that. Good tempo.
Yeah.
What do we all think of Cole Palmer?
Good
Good
player.
signing.
Good
He's a
player.
good
Whatever I
player.
watched at City.
Decent footballer.
He's a good player in his City setup. At the moment, I don't think he's set up for this Chelsea team. That's just my opinion.
No one
Yeah,
is, though, to be fair. Has.
No, exactly. But under Pep, you know, they all play that same style of football, don't they? So, yeah, I don't know. All ball to
I think he's a
Willian.
good player. I would have taken him at Newcastle, to be honest. I really like Cole Palmer. I think he's a really good finisher. That's the thing that stands out for me compared to like other wingers kind of his age bracket. He's a good finisher. He hits the ball with some he strikes the ball really well. Glides with the ball. I think he's a good player, man.
I'll tell you what, guys. I think Cucurella is going to need to tie his hair up by the time we play Chelsea because that hair is looking really bushy, and I'm sure
It's like
Romero is
this.
watching this match tonight.
It's like this.
It does.
Oh, Steve, that is a look, mate. That is a look.
That is a look.
Wow, look at that.
If you were a film star, you'd be perfect because you can play the stoner look or the Jesus look. So you can go from any range you want to go to. You can. I
could do the Kegler Soyuncu look too with the man bun. I could do that too.
Love it.
Can you do the Jack of Spades as well?
The what?
Jack of Spades. Oh, Jesus. No, of course. What? No, of course we wouldn't. No, Bobby K.
What?
No. What? No. What?
No
I don't
way.
Want,
you
I don't
Hey, what are you on? What are you on, Bobby K?
The loving for Pochettino. Pochettino,
What
I love
I
you.
think is really great is I say myself, Perch, and Savva. Where everyone else is going like mental and calling us negative, we're like cool as a cucumber. So we're like the Ange Postecoglou of the Spurs YouTube community because everyone's going mental. We're like big Ange. We've got our hands in our pockets. I love it.
Damn right.
Yeah, oh, Angus, yeah, on YouTube. Listen, mate, at some point, right, you need to redeem yourself for your god-awful North London derby prediction. Yeah. And so far, that's my assessment of your...
He's gone for Chelsea getting relegated as well, by the way.
Yeah,
so
Chelsea to get relegated.
I don't think it's that far of a stretch, though.
To get relegated?
I don't think there's that much that separates this Chelsea team from
don't be silly, Steve. Steve, no, Steve.
I'm not saying they're gonna. I'm not saying they're gonna. I'm not saying they're gonna.
Steve,
if they finish 14th,
be honest, Steve. How many did you have before the show?
Nothing.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
That's probably the problem, though. That's probably the problem. He needs to be drunk to have a good opinion.
Get the Malibu out, Steve-O.
All right.
Oh, don't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You think it's a possibility that Chelsea get relegated?
He gets it out and dunks it from the bottle. That's fantastic.
Get the Malibu out, Steve. All right.
What are you drinking with it? What was that thing with it?
Rockstar.
Do you live off that? Do you live off that?
Wow.
Your body must be like driven just on just sugar, like sugar and energy, like just pumping through your veins. No wonder you can't
and
sleep.
Some alcohol, some pizza, some brownies.
That's actually mild. Having that much caffeine, which what's it called? Caffeine thinnens the veins in your head to shotgun blood to your brain.
Yeah.
And then you're having rum, which
hang on. They're away here, Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez is running through them. He's gone out wide to Mudryk, edge of the box. He's cutting in. He's danced, and he's blazed it over the bar as well. Chelsea are cutting through. Do you know what the strange thing was though? He could finish at Shakhtar. He scored some good goals. This guy needs confidence, but he's a pain to. I'll be honest, right? I'm going to say something that's going to shock people. This is the type of wide man I want. Yeah, he needs to refine his finishing, but this is a wide man that gets the ball and runs at you.
Yeah.
Runs at you.
It's almost like he's got soap on his toes. It's just,
I just think he's trying too hard.
Yeah. He just needs he needs to relax. He needs to relax a bit.
Yeah. He needs one of your, to relax, Steve.
Hang on, can we go back? I don't think Steve's taken enough shit here. Can we go back to Steve's opinion of Chelsea to get relegated?
I never said you don't listen. You're doing what the comment section does. Mr. Richard. I said it's not
all right, the Jack of Clubs. All right.
Oh no,
I said it's not. I don't think they'll get relegated, but I don't think it's as crazy to suggest as you.
Oh, I think it's mental. They're going to be nowhere near getting relegated.
They'll finish like 14th, bro. 13th. That's probably where they'll end up finishing.
I would love it if Chelsea got relegated, but it's not happening.
It ain't gonna happen, is it?
I don't think they will either, but I don't think it's gonna be a easy season for them at all.
What? Wait until they start getting players back, and then
what's it called? When
here we go.
Angus was saying he would hope Chelsea No Arsenal fan is hoping.
A page full of Steves.
That's the Jack of Clubs.
Susie, Susie in the hat. Is Susie here? Susie, Photoshop
brilliant.
his face on the Jack of Clubs.
Jack of
Is she
Clubs
here? She's
with
not here.
beard.
No, I'll text Susie. Photoshop purchase.
Is that Steve on the left?
What the F?
Where's Steve? Is this you?
Oh my God.
Which one looks the most like Steve? This one, Steve.
Oh,
This is Steve. Here we go. This is Steve.
God almighty.
Steve, so you sensational news breaking from Football Heritage TV. Steve has put Chelsea to finish in the bottom 3.
Sure.
Unbelievable.
Sure.
It's equally as bad as my prediction at the start of the season for Chelsea, weren't it?
I said Chelsea 7th. I think they'll
I'm
probably.
still shocked you didn't clip it, Sav, as well. I thought you were going to clip it.
Hang on.
What?
You are saying Chelsea 7th, and in the same breath, it's not inconceivable they get relegated.
Wait,
Yeah,
sorry.
because that's how weird Chelsea are, bro. It's not
I don't
like
get what that means.
Leicester. Okay, last year Leicester probably should have finished around somewhere like 7 to 10, like with that squad.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
They ended up going down because they had one huge problem that they could not stop, which was conceding goals. Particularly Leicester, their problem last year was defending set pieces. They were awful at it. And Chelsea's problem this year, they've had it twice today, but you know what? Actually, I'll say once. They that Broya chance. They need to finish. They need to finish their dinner. So
yeah, sure, but I can't see them being relegated. I just can't.
I don't think.
mean,
yeah.
You can have my house if they're relegated.
Wow.
You can have my house.
I wouldn't kick you out of the house, Sav. We could live together, you know.
I've got a spare room.
There you go.
I've got a spare room.
You could go on McDonald's dates.
McDonald's isn't too far from me, mate. So I live in South London. There's a McDonald's every 2 roads. I won't worry about it. It has. There's a McDonald's everywhere.
I love that. Steve's criteria for buying a house is that he's got to have a McDonald's within walking distance of the house. That's fantastic.
Brilliant.
It doesn't even need a kitchen, by the way. Doesn't have to have a kitchen, just the McDonald's nearby.
Or a Domino's nearby or something. Speaking of Domino's,
So,
I'm gonna go.
I could imagine your partner having an absolute field day with Steve in your house. Just the shirts everywhere, just
football shirts and dogs everywhere, football shirts everywhere. Me and Steve chatting crap about football all day. Me and Steve arguing about VAR and why it's ruined football.
I mean, it's
So
not
from
even
what
a
I can
debate.
see,
How that's a debate is balmy.
From what I can see,
How it's a
Fulham's
debate?
trying to-
What are you talking about? How it's a debate?
It shouldn't be a
Fulham
debate.
trying to score
If you lived in the US, you would understand my perspective. I know why you
Yeah,
guys.
but it's not real. It's not proper sport in America, though, is it? Like, it's true that there's no.
Nice try, Perch. Respect the grind. Respect the grind.
You care more about Beyonce performing at half time than watching whatever goes on in an American football match.
Well, no, that's the wives of football fans in America, the men, you know, not me, because I don't.
Oh, Savva, you got a question. You got a question. Random question from the truth. Thomas Tallis or Elton Green? Thomas Tallis or Elton Green?
I want to know who that truth is. Why do you know which school I went to? Have you heard me say it before?
Probably.
You have said it on stream before.
I might have said it before. Where am I? Miles back. I mean, what's the question? Is the question where I went to school or which school I think is better? I don't know. I went to Thomas Tallis. I went to Thomas Tallis.
Same as my boy then.
Does he go Thomas Tallis?
He does, yeah.
Because he was at the Dover Patrol. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I went to Tallis. Yeah.
Without context, you could think that these were like centre mid for like Wolverhampton Wanderers. I've got Thomas Tallis partner in Elton Green
that's
in
an
midfield.
Exeter City. That's an Exeter City.
Yeah.
I'll have you know. Do any of you know who Thomas Tallis was?
No.
Thomas Tallis was a famous composer. I'll have you know.
Oh. There you go.
I went to school with a player that plays for
This game
Charlton,
is so
Charlton
boring,
Athletic. So
Jack Payne.
yeah, good
Yeah.
lad, really
This
good
game-
lad. Couldn't get the
We
ball. off
stream a
him.
lot together. We know all these little quirky facts.
What a really nice guy as well. He used to call me Ronaldinho because I used to have shoulder length hair.
Oh, not for your footballing ability, I'm guessing.
No,
Wait,
my
Ben,
God, my
did
God,
you look like Ben? Did you look like Mark Cucurella?
no. I wouldn't if I had that hair now. Yes, I would. But then it was what's it called? It was thin enough where it would like lie down. But now, no, it'd be.
To be fair, if I put some product in my hair, I could make it super frizzy like his. Probably.
That's what you
And
got to do for the next
Chelsea have scored. Chelsea
Really?
have scored, but the under
Wow.
21s. It's the Chelsea
Oh.
under 21s scored.
I was like, that's not true.
It's Tottenham under 21s 1, Chelsea's under 21s 2 with 35 minutes to go. And Sunsop, Bell and Robson have just come on, I think. No, just gone off. By the way, it is Chelsea 1, Fulham 0 this time.
Like, actually.
You just wanted
Perchy, I had it lined up to do. And
Did you actually? Damn it!
Yeah.
Because last time you
I know
forgot,
what to
so I was like, oh, I thought
Who-
I'd be chief.
Who did Savva say? The one to watch for tonight?
Mudryk.
Who scored the goal?
Great
Right.
finish, by the way.
So Cucurella played it into Caicedo. He
Good
sprayed
goal.
a lovely ball down the wing to Colwill. Colwill slipped it down the line into the middle. Sorry, to Mudryk. Chest goal.
Nice goal.
Lovely. Good
Nice
goal that.
goal.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, for when you see it,
That's what he
is
needed.
how easy football can be for any team.
He needed that. He
The
needed
way he
that.
tested that ball down, controlled it, and took
That's
the
a
shot.
poor
Was
goal
fantastic.
for them to concede.
But
though. They should be so much better.
Yeah, the keeper
Yeah.
conceded
That's
that
a
with his
tiny
leg.
goal. That's a tiny goal.
And right on cue, Mudryk is bang average, a typical FIFA speed merchant. Listen, I think what people need to remember is Mudryk is hang on, Chelsea are 2-0 up. Chelsea are 2-0 up.
Play
2-0
the
up.
graphic.
Have you guys even seen the first one yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen the first one.
Yeah.
Play the graphic.
It is.
Savva.
It
Play the
is
graphic.
2-0. Yeah, there's another goal. This time it was
Oh dear.
Ben's not going to like this from a defensive standpoint.
Oh,
Really bad
Oh, this
defending.
is
Brozier
shocking.
with the
Wow.
goal. I'll talk you through it.
Oh, God.
So
Ream.
the goalkeeper played it out. Tim Ream
Ream.
went to pass it out, passed it straight to Palmer. Palmer put it into Brozier, and he just tapped it around the
Wow.
keeper.
Tim
That
Ream is
is
better than
bad.
that. You're better than that.
Let's have a look.
that is shocking. Cole
My
Palmer gets an
God.
assist.
No.
If you watch the goal again, Brozier doesn't even have a shot. Tim Ream goes to clear it onto he cleared it onto Brozier's foot and it went in.
Yeah, that's bad.
in the
Foxy, thank you for doing the
Wow.
bingo American slander. Big up Foxy for attacking that off
in the words
the bingo list.
in the words of every Italian, "Baffanculo zio cane."
Hang on, you went to Colf's. Who are you? What's your name? My brother went to Colf's. How old? Tell me how old you are. Let's play this game because I know you're not going to tell me your name. How old are you? My brother, who is who is 4 years older than me, just under 4 years older than me, went to Colf's. So what we do know the truth is that you are intelligent because to get into Colf's, you have to sit an exam. And
Wait, but what if you got wait? What if you got rich parents? Can you get in that way?
Grammar school, is that right?
Plus,
I think so, yeah. But it's like it's at the time. Bearing in mind, I'm 40, so bearing in mind, I'm going back to when people were like 11 and stuff. I believe at that time it was like $3,000 a term.
yeah.
So
right.
whatever that would be now, myself and my middle brother, we were not as my oldest brother is ridiculously intelligent. Like he's like Dawson from Dawson's Creek. Like it's just like he talks in a different language. Me and my brother went to Thomas Tallis, held together by chewing gum. But Thomas Tallis got great results. The school got really good results.
Savva, my wife overheard Colts and just informed me that she did in fact fail the exam to get into Colts.
Oh, yeah,
she went
it's
to Blackheath Girls.
She went Blackheath Girls School.
Yeah.
How old's your wife?
She's 39 in a couple of weeks.
So we would have all been in the same year.
Same year, yeah.
They wouldn't even let me sit the exam to go to Chigwell. That's how thick I was.
Did anyone from the school I went to make it into pro football? Yeah, a few of them made it to pro. You had Malvin Kamara, who played for Wimbledon, and
he played... Look what Susie just sent me.
Is that Perchy?
She's even responded to me, by the way. And she's responded to that. What?
Big up, Susie. Margaret.
Hang on. So pro footballers from my school would have been Malvin Kamara, who twin brothers. They were twin brothers. He played for Wimbledon, the old Wimbledon. Before he then went and spent 7 or 8 years playing for MK Dons. He's now got his own recruitment company. Who else from my school made it? Michael Boswick, who's still playing today. He's played for Millwall, Stevenage, Peterborough. He made it pro.
MK Dons as well?
Not MK Dons, I don't think. But yeah, I was really good friends with his older brother, who was better than him, but liked to have a lot of fun. Who else made it from my school? A couple of other people made it pro. Moses Junju made it. He was in the same youth team at West Ham as
Stevenage.
He was in the same youth team. He played up front alongside Jermaine Defoe. And then he went on and played for some lower league clubs and some non-league clubs. So yeah, a few of the boys I played with made it pro. We had a really good team, and there was one school that kicked our asses every year. Right, one school, and that was Crown Woods. If anyone's heard of Crown Woods,
Crown Woods, yeah,
right.
I know Crown Woods,
and their star player was Ben Chorley, who played centre half for Arsenal. If anyone remembers Ben Chorley,
Ben Chorley.
Then he went and played for maybe MK. I don't know. He played for someone as well. So yeah, quite a few of the lads at my school were very good. I was making up numbers in that school team.
Yeah,
he played for Portsmouth.
Chorley.
Ben Chorley played for Portsmouth and Bromley.
Oh, someone well before my era, Pat Vanden Houw, 1991 FA Cup winner with Spurs, went to Thomas Tallis. There you go.
Yeah. Wow.
Top man.
There you go. By the way, there is a football game going on. Fulham 0, Chelsea 2. Chelsea look very comfortable, if I'm brutally honest. What I would say for Mudryk, guys, I think this is a guy that this is the first time I'm seeing him get 3 or 4 games in a row.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be good. I do. I think he's going to be.
Scoreboard, Savva, by the way.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Tim Ream, typical American play. I mean, Foxy, that's no need for that, is there?
Bit harsh.
Check it off the bingo list.
Talking of players that went to school with, my mate's brother went to school with Matty Cash.
Oh, Matty Cash.
Right back for Villa, yeah. And Armando Broja comes from Slough as well. He's playing right now. He's originally from Slough.
Who, Broja?
Yeah.
Did you know someone? Did you know someone called Semi that went to Thomas Tallis?
Semi?
Yeah, my wife's cousin. He would have been round about the same year as you. Turkish.
Rings a
brother called Serge as well. Serhat.
We didn't have footballers in my school. We had Stacey Solomon, we had Jack Payne, and we had Courtney Green. We had 2 Essex girls and Jack Payne. That's all we had.
I'll tell you what, if you want to, here you go. Notable pupils from my school. Here's what Wikipedia has said. Dominic Cooper, as in the actor, Hollywood actor, Dominic Cooper. Simon Day, who's an actor. Pat Vanden Houw, professional footballer. Amadou Kasarate, who was a professional footballer.
What a player he was. What a player.
Here you go. Listen to the last one on my list is brilliant, right? Atisha Charles, who was a footballer, Jake Reeves, who was a footballer, Elliot List, who's a footballer, right? Kate Tempest, who's a poet. Hang on, is Mudrick again? He's pulled it back. No. And here you go, the most famous person that probably went to Thomas Tallis, Richard Reed, the shoe bomber.
Wow.
I thought you were going to say Richard Savva.
There was also
Yeah.
there was another serial killer that went to Thomas Tallis only a few years ago.
Yeah, we've got them all.
He murdered like 3 or 4 women.
Hang on, don't you remember? So it depends. You would have remembered at the time. So when I was about 12 or 13, a couple of boys from my school were triads. They were in a tri gang. They went down to the neighbouring school. They went to Kidbrook School, the enemy school, waited for one of the pupils who had said something about them and sliced him with a machete, and he died.
Sorry, what? Anyway, guys, let's have a lovely stream.
Yeah.
This is all
Honestly,
getting really great.
This is where I grew up. These things happened where I grew up, and people go, "Oh, you had a silver spoon." What?
Yeah.
You clearly don't know Kidbrook and Lewisham. You're kidding me. I'm lucky to get out that jungle alive, and here I am. 2-0. Gone.
A lot different from being in the year where Stacey Solomon was a sixth form buddy. Big up,
Stacey
Stacey.
Solomon.
Big up, Stacey. Loveliest woman on the planet, that woman. Everyone in the chat, give a big up to Stacey Solomon. My girl.
You know when you think you're having a sensible chat with someone and then they just go silly.
Straight red. Ooh.
I'm aging gracefully. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop
You
it.
do kind of look 32. You look like 32, 34-ish. I don't know. You don't look 40.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Right, big up everyone in the chat. What have you made of the game so far? For me, this has been a very one-sided game, and Chelsea are dominating. If we're completely honest, this
bad
looks very
turnover
comfortable.
there, Diop. Ooh, Palmer. We'll try to give it to
Look at this. Not your day if you get hit in the head with a machete. I mean, it was on Crime Watch and everything. I knew that all the boys that did it, I knew. Like, it was like, do you know these people? Yeah, but I'm not going to ring and tell. Do you know what I mean?
Not much really happened at my school. I mean, the most notable person from my year ended up on Jeremy. No, he ended up on Jeremy Kyle's show. Trust me, my school was not posh, by the way. It was an absolute jungle out there. Like, no one had control of anyone. And because we had like a massive field around our school, what you'd have is if there was a fight, you'd have like one group on one end and one on the other, and you'd all just meet. And it was like a game of what was that game where you just charge at each other? Bulldog, is it Bulldog?
Bulldog, maybe.
Like, you just have this massive and then you just see the teachers running out of the staff room, legging it, like trying to break up like 300 kids. Like,
I get the feeling that the most exciting thing that probably happened at Perchy School would have been a cheeky game of soggy biscuit. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. I truly believe it would have been
my school. My school was mental. Like, they were just nutters everywhere.
Steve, what was your school like? Is it like, because all we see over here on films is that your schools are literally 10 different crews. You've got like the jocks, you've got the geeks, you've got the cool girls,
you've got the weirdos, you got the weirdos who like
nerds,
and then you've got the ones that want to shoot up the school. Like, you know, that's what we see from America.
Which category are you
then you have the ones, then you have the weird girls who think they're literally like panthers and they wear like ears and they wear tails and they like to purr, like literally. My school was very interesting. I added to it because I didn't really care. I would go in drunk. I would bring in vodka bottles. I would just do whatever I want. That was kind of my thing. I associated with everyone because I'm just like that. Like, I don't really care. But my high school was all right. Nothing really crazy. I went to high school with a kid who plays in Major League Baseball right now. His name's Cody Morissette, plays for the Marlins, so I know him.
The Miami Marlins?
Yeah, baseball team.
Yeah.
He's a second baseman, so he went to my school.
Was Purchase school similar to my school? Like, they refused They refuse to invest.
Hey,
in
Marlins. There you go.
I got it when I was in Miami.
Good
It's a
stuff.
nice
Put it
hat.
on.
It's a nice
Put it
hat.
on, Perchy.
Yeah, Perch, come on.
I think it goes with your top. Oh, wow. Oh,
It
wow.
Before someone said-
Susie right now is slipping
Sex-
into something a bit more comfortable, seeing you like that.
Sex appeal. Sex appeal. Perch.
Yeah.
Damn.
They,
No,
they-
but my high school was a bit crazy. Like we had some stuff happen, but it was nothing out of the ordinary.
Everyone had that guy that just would bring in stuff and like make their own tuck shop and just flog it from their rucksack.
Oh yeah, they were.
Everyone had that guy.
Do you know what I had?
Did they invest, like, for example, my sixth form? They were going to knock down my sixth form block. So my year was the last year where they had like no furniture. There was not even a table. It was just like an empty room with a collapsed sofa in it, and there was not even a table to put a drink down. So what people would do is they would literally punch a hole in the wall so they had someone to put their drink.
Hey, you sounds
So it's like, nowhere to put my can of Coke. I've got an idea. Wham! Oh, there's somewhere to put it. There you go.
I don't want to read this out.
What is it? Let me see.
Oh, God.
Big up 7SC. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one there. Big up to you, 7SC.
Yeah.
And then he's come in and clarified that he's joking. We know you're joking.
Yeah,
Let's get back to some football, shall we? Chelsea look good tonight.
Yeah.
This is. I reckon if I'm a Chelsea fan, I'm annoyed. Why haven't we played like this till now?
I think
Yeah,
Fulham always do this with Chelsea, don't they? When Chelsea turn up, they just lay down.
Yeah. It's not really a derby, is it?
Yeah.
It's too one-sided. Oh, here's Modric now. Oh. I used to know a guy that sold the two. Oh, wow.
Goals elsewhere if anyone's interested.
I used to do some crazy stuff.
What budget?
So, Las Palmas 0, Celta Vigo 0, Espanyol 0, Racing de Ferrol 0. And in Italy, Fiorentina 2, Cagliari 0. Anyone really?
No, you can't say Cagliari. It's
Cagliari.
Hang on. When he's reading out the scores, though, can we let him read out the scores?
No,
Stop, please. Can we read out the? Otherwise, it just descends into utter chaos, and like I didn't understand anything he said. What?
Las Palmas 0, Celta Vigo 0, Espanyol 0, Racing de Ferrol 0 in the Liga Dos. Fiorentina 2. Cagliari 0. I don't care.
Cagliari.
Yeah, Cagliari. And if you care about anything in the AFC Champions League, Al Nassr 1, SC Istiklal.
You lost me. If you care.
I mean, no. I know Ronaldo scored, by the way. Again, if anyone really cares, like I'll be honest, no. Yeah, there you go.
But by the way, the game of the day or night for me yesterday was that Atletico Madrid match against Cadiz. What a game that was!
Yeah, that was a good one, bro. I'm enjoying La Liga more than the Premier League. By the way, Celta Vigo, bro.
Atletico were 2-0 down, and Real Madrid come back to win 3-2. And Correa was amazing in that game. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
There's been a goal at Tottenham under 21s 2, Chelsea under 21s 2 with 15 minutes to go. I'll let you know who scored the goal as soon as I do. Chelsea on the attack here. They're toying with them, to be honest. Every time they go forward, the pace, they can't cope with the pace at all.
They're moving the ball around really well.
Let's try this.
Fulham and Enzo Fernandez in the middle is just pinging it. I really like him. I think he's a really good player, Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah.
I've got no goal scorer yet. Jamie Donnelly got the second goal.
Big up, Jamie.
And if it stays like this, Tottenham stay top of the Premier League 2, whatever they call it, the academies. 5 wins, 1 draw. If it stays like this,
I love
Donnelly got that goal right.
I agree.
Another score in Ligue 2 from France. AC Ajaccio 0. SC Bastia 0 in the Derby de Corse. So there you go.
When do East
That's the
Fife?
game I'm watching.
When
What?
do East Fife play Forfar Athletic?
Last
That
weekend,
was
you
last
missed it on.
weekend.
You
Last
missed it on. You missed it on Saturday.
Yeah.
Damn
Game
it!
of the year. Game of the year.
What was
Actually,
the
no, the
score?
game of the year is Nice versus Brest. But, you know.
Nah, East Fife 4, Forfar 5 as well. I want to see that
Yeah.
once in my life.
Same.
I've just figured out.
God.
I've just figured out why Chelsea were so crap for at the start of the season. They didn't have a sponsor on their shirt. They got a sponsor tonight.
That's right.
That must be it. That must be it.
I like it.
Steph, you're right about Berardi, by the way.
Oh, the ball flat. Hang on. Chelsea slipped the ball down the side. Broja pulled it back right in front of the 6-yard box, and no one was there. Both players had gone to the front post instead of the back post. Fulham have had more of the ball, but Chelsea, every time they attack, Palmer's a lovely footballer, by the way. He's got a lovely weight of passing.
Yeah.
Broja put it across the front, the 6-yard box, and
Just
no
need someone
one.
to tap it in.
No one was.
Wow.
No one was there.
That referee needs to go up a size of shirt. He's wearing a shirt like a sausage skin.
You don't get this on Soccer Saturday, do you?
Damn
No.
right.
Great commentary there, Ben. Lovely.
It's correct though, isn't it?
Amazing.
So at the moment, whose predictions are out the window?
Mine.
A lot of the
Everyone's. So we're relying on the 4-3.
All right, Mr. Smug over there. Yeah.
Hang on. I need another 5 goals for it to be right, and 3 of them need to come from Fulham. So I wouldn't hold your
register a shot.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath. Fulham, to me, look, I mean, they're normally difficult to beat. They don't let in many, but tonight they've looked very, very open. And I'm guessing without Mitrovic's goals at the other end, you know.
They really need a goal before half time to have any chance in this game, I think. If they go 2-0 down at half time, I think it's done. It's dusted. Chelsea will just look to counter.
Also, not enough
break.
It's there.
Hang on, here go Fulham. Wilson's going to clip one in and headed away easily by Disasi. And Chelsea are winning every ball in the central midfield. They are dominating in centre mid. The three of Gallagher, Caicedo, and Enzo Fernandez. Every time the ball is cleared, Fulham don't seem to have an answer to it.
By the way, what do we think about Gallagher as captain of Chelsea? He's the new captain now, isn't he?
I don't think he's very good.
Yeah, Conor Gallagher is. Yeah.
I think he's a bang average player. I think he's bang average.
I like him. I don't know why he gets so much hate.
He's got a limited skill set. He's good at he's good at breaking up play, but I don't want him on the ball. I don't want him in the side trying to play
placeholder,
football.
isn't he? Because Reece James is in.
I'd take him in the Spurs squad all day, every day. I'm taking
over
Conor
Ollie
Gallagher.
Skip. I tell you that. Ollie Skip is dead.
I don't think much separates them. If I'm gonna be real.
Oh, don't be silly. Conor Gallagher's much better than Ollie Skip.
Steve, I don't think that's that hard to do, though. I don't think that's that hard.
Steve,
you're
having a mare tonight.
Steve, you're on bad opinion. Last final warning now. You've had 2 bad opinions, and the last one, you're gone. You're gone.
Oh, all right.
Oh, corner came in. Header at goal from Jimenez, and it flashed wide. Could have been, but not quite. I'm sorry. Conor Gallagher offers you more in every department than Skippy does.
Yeah,
last year,
but that's not saying much.
Hang on. Did you see last year? Conor Gallagher was from all the midfielders in the Premier League is the midfielder that gets into the box the most to link up play.
Yeah, and how many goals did he get?
Yeah, but he's playing in a crap Chelsea team, Steve. He's playing in a crap Chelsea team.
Well, then the onus should have been on him to just score a few goals.
But
I get it. He gets into the box. He gets into the box, but nothing happened out of it. Or
It's
barely
not
anything.
his game though. Like
I just don't think he's that. I just don't think he's that good.
Yeah,
He is good at it. He has a limited skill
Yeah,
set
but
kind of player.
He works hard though. He's got an aspect to his game where
Sure, I'll give it to him, but I don't think he's very good. I don't think he's worth the money that. Go on.
Skip, there is nothing to his. I'm so sorry.
I don't rate Ollie Skip at all. At all.
Steve, I think you need to take a trip to McDonald's and come back, mate. Yeah.
So can I now say my point after being interrupted about 17,000 times then? When you say he gets in the box, but Pape Sarr gets in the box, but you don't judge him on his goal scoring, right?
Because he's a good player. He doesn't have a. He doesn't have.
Well, guys, you're all talking and you're shouting. And can we just have one? Perchy, put your point across, man.
I'm just trying to say that you don't judge Pape Sarr on his goal scoring. Same with Conor Gallagher. You judge him on his build-up play, right? I think he's a good player. I don't know where you say he's not a great player.
I think he's sloppy in possession. I think he's good at build-up play, but I think he turns the ball far too often for me. I think on the ball, he's not very good at all. I don't trust him. And
he's been good tonight on the ball.
He's been good tonight.
I don't
have a context and consistency. For me, when I look at Gallagher, I don't say, that's a joke.
I love
consistency, but I don't think I ever watch Gallagher and I think you're terrible. I think there are games where I think he's really Steve, I think you're being harsh. I'll tell you what he would suit, his style of play. Postecoglou's style of play all day long.
He could work. I just don't think there's anything that Gallagher, I don't know. He's one of them. He's on the level of he's like a level or two above Skip, but that's not hard to do.
But listen, when he was at Palace in a settled team and he was playing week in, week out, he looked brilliant.
There you go. That's his level.
No, but hang on, Steve. You've got to remember a lot of these Chelsea players that we're judging off of last year. Chelsea are a mess. Like four or five different managers, different formations, different team selections. I think if you see him play week in, week out, I think he's a good midfielder. I'm not saying he's brilliant. I think he's a good midfielder.
I see why you think he's a good midfielder, but just don't see him like that. If I really thought that he was a good player, I would have just said it. I just don't think there's not. He's a limited skill set footballer for me in midfield. He does a job. He does a job, but he's extremely replaceable. And if Chelsea could get 40 million for him, they would do it in a heartbeat because his skill set is not difficult to replace.
They've wanted 60 though.
I don't know.
I think Robinson is a very poor fullback.
Robinson?
Oh God, Højbjerg. Jesus, this guy's just lost all respect.
Gallagher is above Højbjerg. Gallagher's above Højbjerg. That just shows you how
Gallagher's done well.
There has been a goal, by the way, in the Segunda Division. Espanyol 1, Racing Ferrol 0.
Where is Ferrol?
I'm not actually sure of the head, but
never heard of
goal scorer was Martin Braithwaite.
Oh, wow. Denmark. There you go.
I don't know if you're thinking this, guys, but João Paulinho, since the move fell
that's a player there. That's a player, not Gallagher. Thank you.
I think his head has dropped. He doesn't look as where he was after the Arsenal game, where he really pulled that performance.
Yeah, because he don't want to be there, and that's a bum attitude to have. But you're right.
Paulinho, he looks very average tonight.
Yeah, it's a one-man show for Fulham though with Paulinho. You don't want to be there. It's a bum attitude.
That's his attitude, that he couldn't get a move to Bayern Munich, so he's just not going to play for Fulham. What he's stopping his...
It's a bum attitude to have.
It's a poor attitude.
This isn't a cult. I'm not like the son of Sam, the famous serial killer. Do you know what I mean? What's just going on here?
Who's the sons, though? Is it me and Perchy?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just me, actually. I think you're just trying to jump in, Ben.
Oh,
Oh, people have called me Savva's
There
son as
you
well.
go, there you go.
I've been
I'm
called
playing.
Chelsea away here. Chelsea are away here. Hang on. No, Colwell has slowed it down so much. Oh, Colwell, that's slow. But here's Broja. He's going to pull it back. Oh, he didn't in time. Colwell was driving forward. You know when a defender's going forward and you think they haven't got that attacking instinct. He just held on to the ball. Players were screaming at him. And in the end, the chance wasn't taken. But, yeah.
But yeah, someone has
very
By the
good
way,
build-up.
Archie, Ferrol, Spain is in Gallica.
Oh, Galicia. Oh, okay, yeah.
That's in the north. Of
Yeah, lovely area, the Galicia.
Yeah.
So it's right
The
near,
beer in Galicia is beautiful.
Yeah, so that's what Ferrol is. It's interesting.
I like that Kate's saying that this is why I don't interact because it turns into testosterone.
There's no testosterone involved with
It's
Gallagher.
passion. It's passion.
There's no testosterone with Gallagher.
It's half time. It's 2-0. Listen, I hear you, Kate, but sometimes in a debate, you've got to be. Sometimes we don't get to wait for our turn. You've got to jump in and go, hang on. Nah, hang on. I'm going to see your point there. And you got
Smash
to.
it to bits. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to be like
Sometimes.
snapping goal.
Yeah, in the moment as well, someone says something I want to disagree with right that second. I don't want to wait 5 minutes for them and someone else to have a debate. But yeah, Paulinho, listen, it's 2-0 at half-time to Chelsea. A comfortable half, I would say, for Chelsea there. Could have scored a lot more as well. Fulham look very void of ideas, very lightweight. By the way, Tottenham Hotspur 3, Chelsea 2 in the under-21s. Our under-21s have found a goal in the 87th minute. I'll let you know who. I'll let you know who shortly. I don't know yet. By the way, and just 2 minutes before that, McKnight came on for Leon's Foster. So we'll see who the goal scorer was shortly. What did we make of that
Jamie
half?
Donnelly. It was Jamie Donnelly.
Again?
Yeah,
Again.
he won the game. He's won it. Yeah, Donnelly's won it.
Scoring goals, the boy, isn't he?
And that means Spurs are 6-6 in the under 21s in the Premier League 2. 6-6 now, top of the league.
Not bad.
Wow, scored 20, let in 3.
Not bad.
Yeah, playing the Postecoglou system.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
Postecoglou, I'm saying, Poch was having a very lengthy chat with Cole Palmer as they're walking into the tunnel. He trying to get across some tactics to him. A very lengthy chat, but I think he wants him to get more involved in the game, if I'm being honest, because he's had some good moments in the game, Cole Palmer, but he hasn't really been influential, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think he can be better. He can sort of get more involved. If he gets more involved and he's on the ball more, I think Chelsea will do more damage, if I'm being honest. I think that's what maybe Poch is trying to get through to him, but you know what? We're going to go with a 3-2 Fulham win for the second half, aren't we, boys? Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't even think Fulham will get a shot on target.
Oh, dear. Does anyone else have this? Whenever you change your diet rapidly, like I've just changed it, like you get the headaches coming.
Yeah.
Like from all
You
the rubbish.
might you? So
Yeah.
Put respect on Højbjerg's name. No chance Gallagher, after one good season at Palace, is ahead of Pierre.
Who said that? Oh, the truth.
Consistency is
Yeah,
not
he's
there,
lost.
bandwagon
He's lost
jumping.
it, though, hasn't he? He's
Do
lost
you
it.
like crap players? The truth? That's fine. That's fine.
There has been another goal, I believe.
Oh,
Hang on. Spurs, I believe, are now 4-2 up. Niall John with the goal. And Spurs 4, Chelsea 2.
something more. Kate has said in the chat at 8:49. You all talk over each other. I'm more polite than you, naughty boys. Yeah, Kate.
Yeah, that's how we like it.
Yeah,
That's how we like it.
yeah.
I don't play nice. Like the fuck you mean, bro?
Kate corrupted the three Spurs boys, the most lovely streamer. Kate and Mia, corruptors. They are.
Really? They're corrupted. Wait,
They
what's this all
corrupt
about?
everything.
Really?
Naughty,
They do?
naughty.
Wait, talk to me about this. Talk to me. What?
They make
to me.
everything filth. We have a wonderful
Oh.
show called
Oh, wow.
Brewing Bollocks on a Wednesday, and Kate and Mia come on and they corrupt the show.
Wow.
Naughty, naughty.
So they're being sinful.
Yeah, they are being sinful.
Naughty. Wow.
They are naughty.
They don't practice what they preach, it sounds like.
No, I think they do practice what they preach. That's why they're naughty. Naughty, naughty.
Oh dear.
Just to let you know that Brian has landed in Canada, so he has arrived in Canada. So Daigle,
breaking news, that is. That's the breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news. Daigle has landed in Canada safe and sound.
Was Romano there with a "Here we go"?
Yes, here we go.
Here we go.
Wow.
Oh dear. Oh, I've got the Fiorentina game on at the moment. They're walking out of the tunnel. Just flip that over because I think they're going to be 50.
And it is a goal for Fiorentina.
Wait, what?
Oh,
They haven't even walked out yet.
Oh, it was a replay from the first one. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Do you know who's managing Cagliari?
Who? Tell me. You're going to tell me.
Mario Ranieri.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, I knew that.
Got them promoted last year. He's been around in management for ages, it seems like. Like, what, 30 years now?
I like that Steve says Cagliari properly. Not
Cagliari.
Not
Yeah,
Cagliari.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not Italian.
I'm not Italian either.
Yeah, but Steve, you say everything like it's meant to anyway. Fair play to you.
Cagliari.
Yeah, good for you.
It's a silent G.
I just can't do it.
It's like
dilly ding, dilly dong.
Yeah, dilly ding, dilly dong.
My head is pounding. I don't know when Steve sometimes is. Steve is like a magnet of just radiating volume.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's all right. That's calm.
Yeah. I hate the way Steve says Joe Ellington. I hate the way I say his name correctly.
Joe
Ellington.
Joe Ellington.
No, it's Joe Ellington. That's how you pronounce it correctly in Portuguese. Joe Ellington.
Oh,
okay.
I
don't know how we live in a society nowadays where if you pronounce someone's name correctly, that's like, oh wow, what a
welcome back, Savva.
Like I say Joe Ellington. I pronounced the guy's name correctly and I get stick. How does that make any sense?
Steve, I'll be honest, I've forgotten what we were on about. You waffle like Mr. Box Office, you do.
Oh, sure. Mr. Steve Office.
Mr. Steve, yeah. Spurs under 21 won 4-2 in the end. Niall John.
Oh, wow. Niall John is about 40 now, isn't he?
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Like, what's going on with Niall John? He just got given a new contract, by the way. He's 20.
He's 20.
He's 20. But do you know what? He went on loan to Charlton. And my Charlton mates were like, take him back.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, he didn't even stand out at Charlton in League One. Hey, it is what it is.
No, that's Steve.
It's my dinner tonight, by the way.
Oh, what is in that?
It's the only form of
someone wants me to do this. Someone wants me to do the Scottish accent.
Oh
no, please.
The Ali McCoy accent.
By the way, who hasn't voted for me yet? You might as well.
Vote off.
Let's have a vote off. Who hasn't voted? Ben has voted 10 times. Who can match that? Can I hear 11? Can I hear 11? I've got someone in my YouTube at the moment said to me, I think you're very harsh on Kulu. I thought his carrying was class. His ball carrying against Liverpool was class. I went back and said I thought he was anonymous against Arsenal. Then we were watching different games. On top of my head, I remember him going through two Liverpool players and making a very good pass for Son in transition. Definitely wasn't crap. Stats back it as well. Honestly, I give up.
Yeah, that's all you can.
All I'm gonna do is I give up. I give up.
Who cares?
I give up.
Who cares?
Yeah, I give up. People are now, we're watching average performances from players and trying to shoehorn them.
Do you know what, Savva? You know, it's like these players can play like a bag of
What type
crap,
of
and it's
accent?
like,
What's that supposed to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what, there, Jim? You know, Kulisevsky, he's never really wanted to stick out in the eye, you know.
Yes, Kate, you're right. There is a lot of talking over each other because no one's letting anyone else finish their bloody sentence. Steve. Right. What can Fulham do, guys? What can Fulham do?
Absolutely.
Oh my God! Let me, guys. Come on. Steve. We've got to, right. We've got to get to a point where we can have a discussion. Otherwise, it's just getting silly. What do they need to do, guys? They're not in this game at all. Have they got anything they can bring off the bench?
Have a look. Let's look at it.
No.
I think in that midfield area, they're just getting overrun. Every time they lose the ball, Chelsea get the ball wide out to the likes of Mudryk. I think what I was saying earlier on was that Poch was having a really long conversation with Cole Palmer when they were walking to the tunnel. And tactically, he was just going through tactics and stuff. I think he wants Cole Palmer to have more influence on the game. The times that he's been on the ball, he's been really good technically. You know, I just think he's not been involved as much as Poch would want. And I think if he does in the second half, I think Fulham are in trouble. But Fulham, for me, I think changes need to be made up top. For me, their striker, Raul Jimenez, has been ineffective in the first half, but I don't know who they can bring on.
I'd put on Alex Iwobi just so they've got someone to get hold of the ball and run with it. Just someone with a bit of power, someone with a bit of muscle about them, because they're getting out-muscled by not a very strong Chelsea team.
I think what we're seeing, though, Ben, don't you think that the shoots of what we're seeing are, when you look at it on paper, Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo is a good two in the middle with another partner. And I think that once they get those two fit, Lavia fit, Nkunku fit, Sterling up to speed with Cole Palmer and Mudryk, when they've got Reece James, Ben Chilwell, Fofana, I think it's a good team. I just think that at the moment they're playing with a lot of second string.
It's that they haven't had the time to gel that team. It's a problem when you buy that many players that quickly. Yeah. You need them to gel. They've got to build partnerships and they've got to build relationships with each other. Yeah. What you've got is a team of individuals. Once they bed in, they will do it. But it's very difficult to build a team that quickly, and that is the problem. It's whether they can last that storm and whether they can finish in a somewhat decent position. But we know more than anyone that FFP is a massive issue in football. If Chelsea don't finish in European positions this year, FFP is going to ban them from making transfers, so they can't continue to work. So they've got to finish at least sixth. Seventh is Conference League, right? Seventh is Conference League, sixth is Europa League, and fifth upwards is Champions League.
Yeah, they do have to. You're right. They need to get some sort of Europe. But you know what they'll do, though? This is the thing that we know what Chelsea will do. If they do need to sort out FFP, come the summer, they will start selling people. They will get 50 million for Conor Gallagher because he's English. They will sell somebody like a Broja for, like 30, 40 million to somewhere. It's just what they do. That's the thing. I think that's the difference between them and someone like Spurs is we've not been selling any of our players for big money, have we? I can't remember the last time we sold a player for good money. Anyone? Who's the last player we sold for more than 30 million?
It's probably been over a decade.
Other than Harry Kane. Not Harry Kane. Exactly. He's the anomaly.
Gareth Bale.
It's been over a decade.
We don't sell players for good money.
Didn't you get money for like Wimmer or something?
We got 18 million, I think.
I'd say Stephen Bergwijn, maybe.
Bergwijn we got 30 million for.
God. We robbed them, didn't we?
The problem with Tottenham is we are hoarders. We hoard on to players.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I know it. We don't. I know it's one of Savva's quotes, but we don't recycle players. We don't. We let people get
My
too
quote.
comfortable. Go on, Perch.
No. I just said
she's
the
getting
recycle.
upset.
The recycle one isn't Savva's. He's not allowed to have that credit. That was my one.
No, it's Savva's because you're his son.
Oh, what? So you get passed up the family tree? Is that so? Anything good I do is all Savva's
Yeah,
plaudits.
he's taught you everything he knows.
Nice goal.
Facts.
There is a
Oh,
goal.
yeah.
There is a goal in Ajaccio Bastia. Ajaccio lead the derby 1-0. There you go. On the little island of Corsica.
Yeah.
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 Good game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Good header.
Las Palmas.
Yeah,
Vigo.
Yeah, Celta Vigo last.
Ooh.
Yeah, Brendan Walker's a good
Off
shout.
the
It's got
post.
Kyle Walker 50 mil.
Oh yeah, Kyle Walker 50. How much did you sell Trippier for? Or did he go for free?
We went for about 20 to 30.
30, I would say something like that.
Chelsea are making a substitution. Young Maatson is coming on. Good player, this lad. Maatson is coming on. I'll let you know who for in a second. I can't see that Fulham are making any changes. Come on. Who's he coming on for? He can play multiple positions, this lad, can't he? So it could be for anyone right
Good
now.
player.
Right, he's coming on for number 10. For Mudryk.
Mudryk. Wow.
I don't understand that. I thought he had a really good first half, aside from the goal. Unless it's an
Yeah.
injury, I don't understand when managers do things like that.
Yeah.
Like,
And
unless
that's
he's
that
injured,
confidence, yeah.
you've got a guy who's just got his first goal in the Premier League for Chelsea, playing well, taken off. Yeah.
I mean,
Then again,
Must be an injury thing.
yeah.
Must be an injury thing.
I didn't see him get a knock in the first half, though. Maybe it must be a
No.
prior injury.
Non-contact, which isn't good because those are long injuries, non-contact ones usually.
Oh, there's an Arsenal comment if I've ever seen one. These Arsenal fans are shameless. Like,
They really
everything
are.
has to revolve around their club.
Iwobi is a very decent player. I think he
He is all right.
He offers a lot. He's got muscle. He's got speed. He holds on to the ball well.
He just doesn't score goals or anything.
No,
Yeah.
but what he can do is he can get the ball for Fulham and get it up the pitch. So maybe their forwards can actually get the ball.
He's like a weak Adama Traore with some hold-up play, basically.
Not to
Yeah.
not to be nice to my friend Jacob, or as he says, talk to me nicely. I probably would have gone for an Adama Traore versus a Chelsea. Just ball carriers really helps a team like Fulham against the Chelsea.
Second half has kicked off, by the way.
Yeah, it's kicked off. Yeah, Wilson's got the ball, left-hand side, whips it in and headed out easily. Fulham, to me, don't look like they've got anyone in the midfield. I'm not saying to this level, but they don't have a Maddison. They don't have anyone that
creative midfielder
that can get on the ball, make things tick, find those little passes into the gaps, play the channels. They're a very workmanlike team.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this year, they don't have Mitrovic to finish off those headed chances.
Just to confirm, Mudryk did have an injury.
Yeah.
That's why he came off. Yeah.
That sucks.
It was a force up.
What the hell is up with Chelsea and Man United with these injuries that they seem to really that makes no sense. Then again, at Man United, they've had a history of Russian players back over the past decade. At Chelsea, I don't know what's up though. I don't know what's up. I don't know if they're Russian players back or it's just weird, bro.
So are we saying in the last 6-7 years, the only two players over 30 million have been Bergwijn and Walker?
Should I get it up?
Maybe Trippier.
Trippier was 20.
Trippier wouldn't have been.
We're saying 20 million, I think, for Trippier. I think we sold Trippier for 20 million.
Wow. To think we only got him for 13 million is phenomenal, to be honest. I love Kieran Trippier, man. I love him.
Okay, here we go.
Absolutely love him.
Transfers.
Oh, Brojo with a header over the bar. Good play again. Conor Gallagher brought the ball down well. Little pirouette. Played it out wide. And the cross came in from Who was that? The cross came in from Cole Palmer. Good. He's got a lovely pass, says Cole Palmer.
Very
Yeah.
Into the box and headed over by Broja. But I can't see Fulham getting back in this. They're just second to everything.
Yeah.
Chelsea again. Here they are again. Ball put in by Enzo. Lovely ball to Broja. Broja to Maatsen. Maatsen. Oh, it's a poor pass.
What
And
time
now
are you
Fulham-
on, Savva? Are you like 30 seconds ahead of me?
They shouldn't have sold it. They have no target man. Like they've got no one to hold the ball up for them to be able to make any.
Well,
sort
Olivier Giroud. Olivier Giroud would still do a job for them.
possibly, but
Someone
they just
like
need
that.
someone that can hold a ball up.
Jonathan David.
They can
Jonathan
put Vinicius
David
on, but he can't do anything. They need someone that can hold the ball up. Someone would be good for them. Would be what's the guy from Everton? A Calvert-Lewin style player. Someone that can bring the ball in and hold the ball up for them.
Are you saying Calvert-Lewin specifically, or just that style of player? Because I would not touch Calvert-Lewin with a barge pole.
No, because he's always injured. But they need a bean pole that's going to take the ball into feet with back to goal and let people come into play. That's what they need.
Yeah,
I tell you, who'll be good for them. Lukaku.
No.
You know what? Lukaku.
It wasn't
I'll tell you what. Lukaku gets so much stick. His goal scoring record for a striker is very good.
Yeah, but it's Savva. It's not the goal scoring that's the concern. It's he is not a reliable character. He is not a reliable character because he goes from one thing to another. He goes from I want to go back to Inter to I want to join the arch rival Juve, and I end up at Roma.
Sure,
he's gonna end up at Lazio. You know what I'm saying?
But when he is playing for a manager and he does feel comfortable and is loved, he does well. He's scoring goals. He's scoring.
He's a sort of player that needs a Conte type manager, someone that's gonna grab him by the neck and say, "Right, you listen to me here." I think so. He was very good at Inter under Conte because he sorted out his dietary requirements. He sorted out his fitness issues. That's the sort of manager he needs. I don't think Jose Mourinho is not someone he's worked well under. He's doing okay at the moment, but he's failed twice under him. At Chelsea, Mourinho sold him because he wasn't good enough for him. He got rid of him at United because he had the touch of a trampoline. And now he's at Roma under him. Third time lucky, maybe.
Yeah. No, I think Lukaku has to go somewhere where they play two up top. That's it. I don't see any other system working for him. That's the only thing because he likes to play off his strike. For Inter, there were so many goals where him and Lautaro on the break. Inter would be very good at transition under Inzaghi when they had him. They don't really need him anymore.
I mean,
to hold the ball.
Let's be honest, though.
Yeah,
he's played 6 games this year for Roma and scored 4 goals. So it's not
a terrible footballing side, like a god awful one. Roma.
No, it's. I mean,
they play awful football side.
No,
awful.
I think Steve. I think that's massively over the top. Again, like
they are 16th.
Yeah, hang on. There's a difference between. Okay, I'm going to give up trying to talk in a minute. Like I can't get a sentence out. Oh, good God! Listen, they've had a bad start to the season, but when some of the games I've watched, they've had some really good bits of play. Like even when they lost to Genoa, some of their play in that game was very nice, but it's just not consistent enough. But to say that they're a terrible team, that's not true, is it?
No, what I meant to say was the football isn't that pretty a lot of the time. They can have some moments of good interplay because they have quality players like Dybala.
So if you've got 4 in 6 then, Steve, he's got 4 in 6 playing in a team that doesn't play good football. Isn't that very good for a striker?
That is. Absolutely, because they play 2 up top. And that's what I said with Lukaku.
They
play 2 up top. They play 2 up top.
When I watched them the other night, they had 2 men off of Lukaku. They had Dybala and I can't even think who it was now.
In game, they switch it up because sometimes if Belotti's healthy, they throw him in there. If Cammy's healthy, they also throw it. I get what you're saying. They go either 3-4-2-1 or they just do 3-5-2. They'll drop a winger and Dybala can play in attacking midfield. What the hell is that?
But let's be brutally honest. If we're talking about Lukaku at Fulham, they would bite your hand off to have Lukaku at Fulham. Let's be brutally honest.
Would he do anything though? Because you need to give him service. How much service?
How much service did they give to Mitrovic last year?
A good amount, but I'm saying today.
Yeah, but context, consistency. It's not all about today, is it? Right?
They just have.
Go
on.
By the way, Fulham have just brought on Vinicius and Iwobi, and Jimenez and Pereira have gone off. By the way, the truth, dude, I'm going to give you one last try. You're getting really, really weird with your comments again.
Yeah.
It's weird. You start off by being sensible and talking football, then you get weird, and then you go back into football. Could you just stop with this silly nonsense? It's weird.
Savva, just to correct you, it wasn't Pereira coming off, it was Harry Wilson.
Oh, sorry, Harry Wilson. Sorry.
Wow, Steph, you think for Roma, their best player isn't Dybala? That's crazy. Pellegrini's a good player, but I'd take Dybala all day. He is injury prone as hell, though.
I think they've got a good squad. I think Roma have got a good squad. And I think they'll grow. Hang on, Chelsea are away here. Caicedo is storming through the middle. He went to play it through the middle and didn't. Hang on, Chelsea got it back again. Here's Broja dancing. And Cole Palmer. Hang on. Oh, it's all got a bit scrappy. Here's Cole Palmer. He's had a dig from 20 yards. And the keeper saved it. All a bit scrappy, but Chelsea should have made more of that. I'm just looking at his goal record, though. Sorry, I'm not saying he's the world's best. When you look at Lukaku's goal record, do you know how many strikers in the world would love that goal scoring record?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, even when he flopped at Chelsea, he still got 16 in all comps. So it's not off, but the problem is if you ban 100 million, you want 36 in all comps.
Yeah, but the price tag isn't. The price tag isn't Lukaku's fault. The price tag is never the player's fault, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I think he went to Chelsea under Tuchel, and it was the complete wrong style of manager for him. That for me was Conte is perfect for him. Conte's perfect for him.
Yeah. Fulham's gameplay is really weird. As soon as they get the ball, they start all flooding forward instead of making passing angles for each other. It's really weird. They've always got one player with the ball and then four players in front of him instead of someone to the side of him. Someone's it's really interesting. It's really interesting how they don't look like a team. They look like, again, there's something like a Savva quote. They look like a team of kids at a high school football team that they all get the ball and everyone just floods forward and says, all right, I'll pass and then you can then no one's passing and moving for each other.
Can I just want to, the last thing on Lukaku, this comment here. Lukaku, not a reliable goal scorer, not when it matters. He may have a good goal scoring record, but that doesn't change the fact he's shocking in front of goal.
You're not making the argument.
Hang on. Those two things can't be true at the same time. Right? Marshall, you can't say somebody's a goal scoring record, but then they're shocking in front of goal. Right? Do you want to know Lukaku's career stats? Listen to this. Club football, right? Played 590 games, scored 284 goals. Right? That's one every... What's that? One every two? Mm-hmm. Just under?
One
just under
two,
one.
Yeah, like
just 1 in 2. And then for Belgium, played 110, scored 77. So in this man's career, record. He has got over 360 goals for club and country, and we're saying he's shocking in front of goal. I don't understand how we make that work. Right now, let's put that into context. So 360 goals, remember that, right? I'm going to look at Harry Kane. I could be massively wrong here, right? 360 goals. Harry Kane, in his career,
400
has scored 300 in 508 and 50 for England, 59 for England. So they've both got 360 goals in their career. Kane's done it quicker, but Sorry, I feel like sometimes before we give players stick, you've got to have a look at. That's a phenomenal goal scoring record for a striker.
Yeah. Savva, my only problem with the guy is that his character, who he is.
I agree.
I like, for me, Savva, you can't rely on him as a teammate like throughout a whole calendar year at this point. In the past, for Everton, West Brom, even for Man United, he probably did a better job than people want to give him credit for. That's fine. But like when he's doing the stuff when he's at Chelsea saying, I want to go back to Inter, then you say, screw Inter, I'm not talking. Inzaghi tried to call me. He didn't call back Inzaghi, Lautaro, or any of the other guys. As a character, he is too all over the place. He's not reliable. And you want those kind of guys you don't want those kind of guys in your dressing room. For me,
these black shirts. This is a polo top. You're thinking of black t-shirts. Yeah, listen, he's on last warning. One more weird comment and he's out of here. It's so weird.
By the way, sorry, just the game at the moment. I was just going to say Fulham are playing a bit better this half.
Yeah.
They are trying to make things happen, but it's just really poor up front. But they have the substitutes have made a difference. Iwobi has made a difference since he's come on.
Yeah.
There is more of an outlet than Raul Jimenez, like we mentioned earlier on as well. But I think they might nick a goal at some point, but it's a bit more competitive at least this half.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's more competitive. Yeah, they've just got nothing up top, have they? They've got nothing to worry anybody.
Good ball by Castagna. It's just no one there. They pick the ball up and there's no one.
Oh, that is a nice ball, Castagna. But that first touch is it will be blocked.
Steve, there's no one in the middle. There's no outlet. They get the ball and there's no one in the box.
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
They need to take one of their more attacking midfielders off and put someone next to Paulinho so he's got someone to pass to. Whenever you can see you see Paulinho and then there's a massive gulf of space. So whenever he does receive the ball, there's no one for him to pass to, which makes it very easy.
They need a Yuri Tillemans is who they need.
Yeah, basically is what every time you get the ball, you've got two Chelsea players in front who can't pass the ball.
Shot line. Damn.
By the way, Ryan, I'll tell you what, if you want to play that game, we could play this game with absolutely everybody. I did this analysis. Perchi, you were in that WhatsApp group when someone was talking to me about Kane. We said of Kane's 59 goals, something like 11 of them are against top 10 nations.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, I would expect any international goal scorer scoring a lot of goals. Most of their goals are going to be against poorer teams.
Yeah, in the playoffs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's Chelsea. Gallagher plays it into Cucurella. Back. It's back with the Chelsea defence here. This game's kind of, for me, there's not really any chances this half. There was in the first half.
Chelsea are managing the game very, very well. They're not exerting themselves because they don't want to get any more injuries. So they're managing the game very well, I think.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like a derby at the moment. There isn't that end-to-end sort of...
There's no needle. There's no needle. None.
I mean, you compared this to Tottenham and Arsenal when we played...
awful pass from Tim Ream. Awful pass.
I don't think there's the same quality on the pitch, if I'm brutally
honest.
No,
there isn't. But Savva, sometimes you don't have to have the same quality. Two teams can go at each other.
Sunderland, Newcastle, there's needle in that. There's aggression. There's, hatred. There ain't nothing in this game, bro. This is just like it feels like a preseason game in some aspects.
All their best.
What do you mean, Aimer? This is an upset win. What are we talking about?
To be fair,
turn by Gallagher. Gallagher's driving forward. He's put it into Brozier again. Brozier's nipped through two players. He's still got it. He's put it back down the line for Gallagher, who's still running. Gallagher's pulled it back. Great ball. There's Maatsen. He's hit the post. Enzo Fernandez. Oh, Chelsea should be free up. Conor Gallagher made this. This poor player's running this game. He picked it up deep. He ran the ball through midfield, passed it off to Brozier. He dribbled through two men, played it back out wide to Gallagher that had made the run again out wide for him. Gallagher pulled the ball back. The shot was from Maatsen that hit the post. It fell to Fernandez 6 yards out, and that by that time, Leno had got across and clawed it away. That was good football, that.
Conor Gallagher has been the glue in this team so far.
I think he's a good player.
He's made things happen. And again, that was him. It was his direct running through the middle, passing the ball out. And then as soon as he's passed it, he's run out wide to collect the ball again and then cross it in. He's been
nowhere.
He's been superb this game. And he's, like I said, he's been the glue for Chelsea this game.
Absolutely. I listen, I think he gets a lot of hate.
I like him.
Not everyone is a silky, skillful James Maddison type. You do need your workhorses, and I'd put him in our team. I'd put him in our squad.
I think he gets a lot of hate because he's not a household name, if you know what I mean.
I agree.
Conor Gallagher, and then you look at someone like, I don't know, Son or someone like that who everyone knows, but Conor Gallagher gets the stick because he's not as well known. For me, I think he's a quality operator. When it was when we were making noises about Conor Gallagher, we said it on one of your streams before, Savva.
Just quickly, Brozier's coming off. I think he's gone down injured. Brozier's coming off, and they're bringing on Raheem Sterling is coming on. So they're going to have no target man here. But they're going to have Raheem Sterling, Cole Palmer, and Maatsen. So a small, quick front three rather than the hold-up play. Sorry, Haas.
Yeah, no. So Raheem Shilling's coming on. Yeah. Look, I was just talking about Conor Gallagher. At Tottenham, he would have been perfect in that midfield. Can you imagine him in that midfield trio? Bissouma, Maddison, Conor Gallagher.
Yeah,
that would have been fantastic. And then Sarr coming on, either as a sub or rotating the two. But yeah,
I think we've got to look at Chelsea's injuries. By the way, they've got another two injuries today.
Yeah,
top bloke Lee Smithy. Top bloke.
I think the thing is, when people are saying, but is he at the level Chelsea want to be at, all this kind of stuff, I get it. But the thing is, when a team are in transition, when a team are, having lots of new players to gel in, you do need someone that knows the club, that's been there, that gives his all. Like, one thing you can say about Conor Gallagher, every game, you know what you are getting. Some of the more skillful, silky players, it's hit and miss. This guy in the midfield gives them that energy and the link between the midfield two and the forwards. I'd take him in our squad all day long. All day long. I'd take him because we've got Højbjerg. We've got Højbjerg. We've got Skip. We've got Ndombele in our squad. These are... You've got to have a squad. You've got to have a squad. Can't just have 11 players.
Yeah. Can you imagine Conor Gallagher in Angie's system playing the type of football that we're playing now? That high pressing,
I like him.
Pressing up front and winning the ball back. I mean, Conor Gallagher would be perfect in this system.
Do you know what it is, Has? Sometimes I think we get so caught up on names that I don't think people look at, is a player right for a manager? Right. So what I see in a transfer window a lot is you see people going, so-and-so's a brilliant player. Like, I think we did it with Ivan Toney. I look at Ivan Toney, good forward. That's not an Ange Postecoglou type player from how I've seen him play. But when you look at Conor Gallagher, if you had a midfield five of Sarr, Bissouma, Maddison, Bentancur, Gallagher, I'm very comfortable when we rotate. Yeah. I'm very comfortable when we have to say, Sarr, you rest this week. Gallagher, you're going in. Yeah. For me, I would do it. I think that not a lot, again, critical thinking. It's not always about how good is a player at their current club.
Yeah, I agree.
One of those players is Darren Fletcher, for example, at Man United.
Yeah.
Perfect to Alex Ferguson player. Whenever they needed someone to be the cement mixer and to be the guy that's going to put everything together, putting Darren Fletcher alongside Ji-Sung Park or Park Ji-Sung, and then you have a midfield that's not going to be beaten easily, but that's going to work for their entire game. Like you need a Darren Fletcher some games. Some games you need a Wayne Rooney. Some games you need. It's all about pieces of a puzzle.
Scott Parker.
Scott Parker. I loved Scotty Parker at Tottenham.
Yeah,
good captain for Newcastle. Was he ever Spurs captain?
He was Spurs captain. He was made captain immediately when Harry Redknapp came in. He brought him in and made him captain immediately.
I'm sorry, not by definition. Højbjerg's not got the legs and the engine of Conor Gallagher. You're not listening.
Or the technical ability.
If you look at Ange Postecoglou's play, our centre mids are knackered come the end of the game because they're constantly pulling out wide, coming back in, dropping, going forward. The engine. Højbjerg doesn't suit it because he's not got an engine. He's okay for 10 minutes at the end of the game, but for 90 minutes when you're pushing forward, Gallagher's got an engine.
Yeah.
This boy is still running now. And I don't know about running stats from this game, but I bet you if you look at the running stats, he's up there.
Yeah. There are 3 managers you think of when you think of a footballer like Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Conte, Mourinho, Simeone. Back to goal. He's the guy you want in the trench. If you are under pressure the entire game, you need someone like Højbjerg barking orders. That someone that's going to be. He needs back to goal adversity. But when you've got the ball, when you've got plenty of time, and you need to express yourself and spread the field of play, Højbjerg just isn't it. I like the guy.
With that, yeah,
he's not good. He's not quick enough. For Denmark, he's brilliant and he showed it against Liverpool at the weekend. When you need Højbjerg to run through a midfield, just like to cause a split because he's quite a physical presence, that's what he's good at. But when you've got an Ange Postecoglou system, you need someone that's going to get the foot on and put an accurate, quick pass into someone and then move and then make another one. It's all about spreading fields of play and creating those triangles that help build a passage of play, and he's just not that. Sorry, Ellie.
Yeah, no, I think Højbjerg's a limited play. He's a decent footballer. He gives his all. I don't think you can say anything bad about him. I don't think if he left, anyone would go, "Oh, he was useless." But he doesn't fit Postecoglou's system. Hence why he was dropped immediately for a 20-year-old.
Yep,
exactly.
Here's Conor Gallagher again into Sterling. He's played it through to Maatsen. Didn't quite run for him. Sterling again. Sterling trying to dance through, but Iwobi gets back and makes the tackle. I just think sometimes you've got to look past 11. We've done this before as Spurs fans. You've got to look past an 11. You need a squad. And to play this game, you need to be taking off Sarr every now and then and Maddison, but you need players can come on that can do the job.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with this. Our centre mids need to be able to go box to box. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Not enough players play the forward pass with the outside of the foot. There's so
many
things.
Do you see Bellingham's assist for Real Madrid on Saturday outside of the boot? It was a Modric-esque pass, man. Oh, my word. That's a play.
He's learning from him at Real Madrid, so...
Oh, that's scary. That's scary, bro.
He's so good.
He's
different gravy.
Here's Conor Gallagher again, turning, driving, running. I think he's been brilliant tonight. Look what he's about to do here with the ball. That is what you want from your midfielder. And again, on the ball again.
He is good at breaking up play. I'll give him that.
No. Hang on, Steve. No, hang on. Sorry. What he's been doing tonight isn't breaking up play. What he's been doing tonight is getting on the ball, driving forward, passing, going and receiving it again. Everything they're doing here, you watch. Sure. Everything's going into Conor Gallagher.
Yep. Agree.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Fulham. That could work against Fulham. I won't take that away from him. That's fine. Against the top teams, I don't think. Oh, here he is on the ball now. Nice turn. There you go.
He's a good player. I feel people are harsh. I think people are harsh.
He's all right. Just not my style of footballer, really. Just not my style. He's decent. I just don't think it's anything amazing.
Is Joe Linton better than him?
Yes.
Why?
1,000%. He's far more physical. He'll win you balls in the air. He'll score you more goals. Joelinton has been one of the better midfielders in the league since he's been switched there. Let's not cap about that. I think he has at least.
Okay.
I think Joelinton is
so this season, I'm just going to say it. This season so far, he's played 5 league games. He's not scored a goal or got an assist. In the cup this season, he's played EFL, not got a goal or an assist. In the Champions League, he didn't play, I don't think. So is he that dangerous? Are we really is he that much more dangerous than Gallagher?
He'll score you more goals. Last year he was. He's not. He's had injury problems this year. I'll definitely say that. But I think Joelinton is a far superior footballer. Far superior footballer. Midfielder to Gallagher.
Far superior.
Yes, I would never, ever.
Based on what though?
Ever.
He works hard. He's a hard-working, powerful footballer.
He wins balls in the air. He wins aerial duels. He's physical presence. He breaks up play. He's a passer, presses. And he does it to a consistent high level.
Steve, so what I've just heard there, the only thing that's the difference, because what you said about Gallagher is he presses high, he works hard, he breaks up play, he passes. So the only thing Joelinton does better is heading in the air. Is that what I've just heard?
No, he does everything better than Gallagher. Everything.
I don't see Joelinton travel like I've seen Gallagher travel with the ball.
Yeah, I like Joelinton for what he does, but when we're saying superior, it's just got the biased glasses all over it.
No, Savva, I am never biased though. You know me. I will tell you if Newcastle play like crap.
The moment Newcastle are mentioned, you go, "Oh my god, yeah!" And that's Trippier, and that's Botman. Mate, come on.
No, you know me. I'm not biased with Newcastle. If there's a good player, there's a good player. I did not say when we did the AC Milan watch along that we were brilliant and that we deserved the point. I called it exactly how it is. Joelinton is a very good midfielder. I don't think Gallagher is. Sorry.
Just so you know, Espanyol now 3-0 up. We missed a goal. Martin Braithwaite put his third.
I just want to say, if we look at the last 2 seasons, then right, I just want to say, you said more goals. He's better at passing, more assists.
A better player,
Hang on. I just want to point out in the last 2 years, Conor Gallagher's got more goals than him and more assists than him in those 2 seasons combined. So
there you go.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You told us Joelinton was superior.
I thought he had more goals. Maybe he didn't. Fair enough.
No,
I was wrong.
Joelinton.
I was wrong. I can admit that.
Scored 4 goals 2 years ago, 6 goals last season, and Conor Gallagher. So he got 10. Conor Gallagher's got 11 in that time, and Joelinton's got 3 assists. He doesn't assist, and Conor Gallagher's got 6. In that time. So I'm not sure what he's superior at.
He's superior as a footballer, as a presence in our midfield. There is a reason why he was moved to midfield, and there's a reason why our form.
Yeah, because he's not very good up front.
Yes.
Wasn't he moved to midfield because he's not good up front?
Yes, because he was totally misprofiled by Steve Bruce, because Steve Bruce is a bozo manager. A bozo manager who decided, he's tall and can shoot sometimes. He can score. No. That would be he played left wing back and left midfield for Hoffenheim, and Steve Bruce decides to throw him up front. So
yeah, I like Joe. I don't want it to sound like I don't like Joelinton. I think he does a really good job, but I don't watch him. Yeah. I don't watch him and go, "You are head and shoulders above other midfield." For me, he's a solid, hardworking, strong midfielder that drives forward. But as we've just seen there's not really a lot of output from him, is there? It's not.
No, it's not true, because that's not what he's in the side to do.
But you just bigged him up for that. And Fulham have pulled one back. No, they haven't. How on earth have they missed that? Wait till you see this. I don't know if there's a flag. Fulham carved Chelsea open here. Willian played the ball down the line to Kearney. Kearney slipped it in to, I want to say that was Paulinho running through, number 28. 6 yards out, and the keeper's turned it away. I think it was Paulinho.
Yeah, he's got to score.
You've got to score that. Was it Paulinho? No. Who is that? Oh, Lukic. Sorry, it's Lukic.
Sasa.
You've got
Sasa
to.
Lukic.
You've got to score that. And Chelsea have bought off Cole Palmer, and they have put on Leslie Ugachukwu. Ugachukwu has come on for
I like him.
Chelsea.
I like Ugachukwu.
How's he not scored that?
Yeah.
How's he not scored that?
That's poor. Yeah, that's poor.
Fulham are still attacking. Williams lumped it in the air, headed into the hands.
Angus, I agree with you. I would probably take John McGinn over Joe Ellington. I probably would too.
How has he missed that from point blank?
I probably would. I like John McGinn a lot. But they're different types of midfielders even for me. But
I love how shameless Jacob is. He immediately puts it in.
Jacob cracks me up. He likes some really bad footballers.
Oh, he does. He likes awful players.
Adama Traore is dreadful. What a dreadful footballer he is. What a dreadful player. I'm so happy Spurs have never signed him when we were linked with him.
Honestly,
I would happy.
That would be one of those players who everyone says, I'll get behind him. I would not, because it would be an absolute waste of a signing. Like, does anyone know his stats?
Richarlison?
No, Richarlison can score more goals than him. I mean, that says it all, by the way. Richarlison scores more.
Jacob just likes baby oil, man, and I respect it.
I've got his stats up. Who wants to hear him? They're incredible, by the way. He's played 197 games in the Premier League. How many goals?
Who?
Adama Traore.
7.
I reckon he's got 6.
8.
Anyone else? He's got 10 goals in nearly 200 appearances for an attacking winger.
So he scores every 20 games?
Basically, yeah. He averages 2 a game, 2 a season. What a player.
Wow. He looks like he should be good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like everything about him looks like it should be good.
Minutes per goal. What is his minutes per goal? Here we go. Try and get this one.
Oh my God. 800 minutes per goal.
Nope.
Less.
920.
Ben's the closest.
Wow.
Keep going.
1010.
Has is the closest. 1,044 minutes per goal.
Wow.
I mean, wow.
So by the time we play,
Hang on, here's Chelsea again. Conor Gallagher's driving into the box. Tried to have a shot. The defender cleared it. Sorry. Whenever Has talks, something exciting happens in the world.
I was just going to say, by the time we play Fulham, if he's on like sort of 1,020 minutes,
They'll score.
Yeah. Someone said put his assists up. How many assists has he got?
Oh, what in those games?
In 197 appearances.
8.
No.
More?
I'm going to say
I'll say 14.
24.
Less.
Just
14.
less. Or...
No, a lot less.
12.
Close-ish, 15. So he's got 25 goal contributions in nearly 200 games.
So it's a goal contribution every 8 games? No.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
A goal contribution every 8 games. So 8, 16, 24, 30. So that's 5 goal contributions a season. Jesus. Here goes Chelsea again. Maatson is running down the wing. Sterling's coming in the back post, but the ball didn't have enough legs and Bernd Leno can come out and collect it. Sorry. Chelsea look very dangerous on the break here. This will do them good. A win against Brighton. Now a win against Fulham. And then their next games, Chelsea's next games are they've got Burnley away on Saturday. Then they've got Little Arsenal at home, and then Brentford at home. I'll be honest. I'm going to say it. I'd love Chelsea to beat Arsenal. I'm going to say it.
Oh, I would as well.
We need to put
Chelsea, but I'll have them beating Arsenal.
We need to put things into context here tonight. They've played a really poor Fulham side tonight. If this is a barometer of how much they've improved, it shouldn't be, because
Yeah, but as you say that, but they've beaten Brighton, now beaten. You can only beat who's in front of you, right? And they've played well.
They've played well, but they're going to have bigger tests.
Arsenal will tear them apart. I think Arsenal.
I don't think they'll tear them apart. I don't think
I think
Arsenal are that good.
I
don't think Arsenal are that good.
Yeah, me too, Sav.
I think they're a more They're a more balanced team than Chelsea.
They'll win exactly like last year. Arsenal will get like a 1-0 win.
I think we've got to remember, by the way, Chelsea this year have had a better defense than us.
Yeah.
Let's put it into perspective. For everyone creaming their pants over a doggy, Van de Ven, Romero, and Porro, Chelsea, who have had all their back four out injured, have only conceded 5 goals at the moment in 7 games.
Caveat that though, we play a more open, expansive football than Chelsea. We take a lot more, but Savva, we take a lot more risks than Chelsea. Obviously, we're going to concede more.
Hang on. When I watch Chelsea, it's not like Chelsea sit back. Chelsea play football. They just can't score goals.
Newcastle.
I feel like I just feel like that sometimes you've got to give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Chelsea have conceded. You've got to remember, we've had the same back four all season. Our back four is a back four. Chelsea have to change their back four every single game because of injuries and have only conceded 5 goals.
Of course, you've got to give them their flowers for that. Obviously, they've done well not to concede as much. But all I'm saying is we do play a high line. And don't forget, Van de Ven's just come into the league. Romero's wasn't steady last season as well. So we've sort of put together this back four from scratch as well, playing a high line. So
you could argue we played tougher opposition as well.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you can do, but it just seems like we always want to not give anyone else credit, but we want to credit everything we do.
I agree with that.
No, Sav.
I think if you've played 7 games and you've conceded 5 goals, that's
done
not
well.
bad, is it?
You've done well.
Oh, that's good. That's great. That is great. But I'm just trying to say, I'm just trying to give a reason as to why we've probably conceded more. Yes, we have played tougher opposition. We've played Arsenal. We've played Liverpool. But the way that we play with the high line, we said it from before the season started. We're going to be prone to the counter attacks and teams hitting us on the break. From what I can see, Chelsea don't play the high line. They're good passing it around and stuff, but they've got more defenders than us. They've certainly got more defenders that can come in and do a job. They've got Silva, Di Sarti, Colwill. They've got so many defenders at the moment. We only rely on 2.
Yeah, I hear you, but we've had balance. We've had consistency. They have to change it every single game. I don't think I've seen a Chelsea back four the same 2 games in a row. Chilwell out, Reece James out, Fofana out, Badashile out. There was one more as well. Mali Gusto is now missing. It's a lot of players. Listen, all I'm saying is I don't think they're going to get spanked by anyone. I don't think they're in life. I think they're a better team than people are watching. They just struggle to put the ball in the net.
I would agree with that, Savva, to an extent. Yeah, I would definitely agree. And they're only going to get better. They're only going to get better with Nkunku getting healthy.
I'll say it. When they've got their players fit, if you get Reece James and Ben Chilwell at the back, alongside Fofana and Badashile, and you get Lavia and Nkunku back fit, and they're a good team.
I'm not as big on Chilwell. He's decent, but I think the injuries have kind of messed things up for him a bit. But
he's still their first choice left back.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is
they just need a striker. They just need a striker.
All I'm saying is imagine that we had as many injuries at the back as they've had this year. We would have conceded 15, 16 by now.
One Savva, to be honest. We get 1 injury and we're done.
Right.
Just to put into context, Chelsea have played their back four once. There's only been the 1 time where they've played it back to back. The same back four.
Yeah.
Angus, I hear this every year from your lot when you play Man City. Every year, this is your biggest. Why is it your biggest chance in you? I'm really interested to know. Last week, everyone was complaining that you had horrendous injuries. This week, it's your biggest chance to beat Man City. Is this because they lost the game to Wolves?
Angus, we've
Like-
beaten them twice since the last time you beat them. So just going to throw that out
But,
there.
but that's what happens though. Like then Man City go and win 3-0, and then we all go, well, we'd hate to say it told you so. This is the problem, right? Like it's all about context.
Yeah.
And Man City don't. Yeah, they may lose the odd game here and there, but this is what happens every season. Or when they lose a game, everyone goes, "Oh well, there's a chance of one." No, because and the difference is this year they lost games in the first 3 months. They've lost one this time, and I just think people will get very, very silly and
They overreact.
Massively.
This guy's not the sharpest, right? We literally bought a defender and threw him into the deep end.
What?
Yeah, haven't Chelsea Maligusto,
Malagusto, yeah.
Maligusto,
Malo. Yeah,
to
Malo.
Sassy,
Colwell as well.
Cole Wills from the youth team. I mean, what are you?
Which
the
defender
truth-
does he mean? Does he mean Van der Ven?
Van der Ven.
If Van der Ven, it's not like Van der Ven played for some team in the middle of nowhere. He was playing for Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not a bad. Where did Wolfsburg finish? 8th?
Yeah.
8th last.
Yes, it is Code Red Mountain
They
Dew.
finished the same position as Tottenham last year. They finished in the same position. It's context and consistency.
That's the new word. Those are the new words.
A lot of context. Listen, all I'm saying is I think that it's a great media story that Chelsea are rubbish. They're going to be terrible. They could be up for relegation. All this. I just think realistically, you take 12 players out of most teams, they are struggling. I just imagine Arsenal fans have been crying. Arsenal fans last week were crying because Martinelli was injured and Partey for the North London derby, right? We then play them after they say we're going to beat us 5-1, and all of a sudden the injuries become the excuse, even though they knew about the injuries. Like then it was, Saka's out injured. Then he plays the next 2 games, so he wasn't out injured either.
Yeah.
Arsenal just make up so much stuff.
Yeah.
Angus, give us a prediction. Angus, give us a prediction for.
I gotta head out.
All right, Steve. Take care, mate.
Peace out, boys.
Yeah,
I'll be there, Savva, tomorrow for Salzburg and Sociedad. Good game.
Good man. I'll see you then. Angus, give us a prediction. Arsenal v Man City. 2-1 Arsenal, Angus is going. 2-1 Arsenal. Why is it the best time to play them, Angus?
Can I just say, everyone's saying it's a big test for Arsenal this weekend against City and stuff, but I think this is a big test for Tottenham as well over the next couple of weeks, because this is where we sort of falter, and we have done over the past few seasons, where we get a run of good games, good results, and then we come against opposition that are slightly inferior, and then we come unstuck. So this will be a good test of, how far we've come in terms of consistency and resilience. Can we get past the bottom half teams when it matters?
But it's a question. Is Brennan Johnson fit? Because Luton on that small pitch will be a struggle for us, because they'll put 10 men behind the ball, and that pitch is tiny. It's not like we can play really progressive football against them because the pitch is so small.
We should be beating them with whatever team we put out.
We should be. But again, putting 10 men behind the ball the entire game, it's a struggle on a small pitch. So we got to try and beat them for pace. If Brennan Johnson's fit, I play him, because I know.
Yeah, I agree.
That back four, we need to pull them apart.
I just think at the moment with the Luton game, it's. I'm not going to say a banana skin because it's not. I think we should be beating them. I expect us to be beating them. But what I sit back and look at and go, do you know what? We can't not. If we don't win that game,
it's embarrassing.
Beating Liverpool, drawing at Arsenal is kind of irrelevant, right?
Yeah.
And these are the games that you have to go and bounce. Like, you get a result against Liverpool. I always say this. Like, I said this all last season. When we beat Man City, everyone got excited. And I went, it means nothing if you don't go and beat the team next. And then we lost it, right? We lost to Leicester 4-1. And I said, that's what we've got to not do this season. Like, I'm not sitting there saying we're title challengers because we're nowhere near it. But, like, we're not that team. But...
hang on. So this massive injury crisis you were talking to us about, they're all back. And This makes me laugh, right? Honestly, Angus cracks me up. No Kevin De Bruyne and no Rodri. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so let's just confirm. When you don't beat them, though, if you don't beat them, can we please come back and can you please admit just how biased you are, Angus, and that you don't actually critical think about anything? Because so far, I haven't heard you actually say how categorically wrong you were that you would batter Spurs.
Yeah,
you know
he's
what I
had
mean?
some terrible takes.
You disappeared massively. You disappeared massively. Listen, if we can get a tool at your ground, I think Man City can get something. Definitely.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Man City are a better football team than us, of course. And the thing is they will. What the difference is Man City, those Brennan Johnson chances in the first half, Man City score those, right?
Yeah.
Man City score those chances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the difference maker. They score those chances that you can't give Man City an opportunity, and Arsenal won't sit deep. They won't do any of that. So yeah, I think it's I think it'll be a good game of football, of course, but I think Man City will win that comfortably. Actually, I think it will be a comfortable 2-0 win.
Caicedo and Willian are both down. Both look like they've got. Caicedo looks like he's in real pain. God, if Chelsea get another injury,
would be funny.
Well, that would have been 3 in this game.
Did you say it'd be funny?
It'd be quite funny for Chelsea's injury crisis.
Should I tell you?
Yeah, that looked nasty. His knee
I
went
really
weird.
like Chelsea. It's the word to my good friend Rez. I hate Arsenal because I support Tottenham, but I hate Chelsea because I'm a human being. That any pain that Chelsea get is funny to me.
But yeah, Chelsea at the moment. If
I don't laugh because of karma. Trust me.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't laugh because of karma. We laugh at them.
Damn right. You're right.
And then if Basuma and Maddison, I've said it before, if
Maddison's son,
Basuma Maddison's son get injured, we're
finished. We're finished.
Well, you say that. If Van der Ven or Romero get injured equally.
I'm not so worried about Romero.
If Doggy gets injured, we're finished because we've got Ben Davis at the back. We are the most in squad you've ever seen.
The truth. Go away, mate. Go away. You get your weird. Just stop. You've been told you're getting put in a timeout. It's so weird.
I'm rid of him, Savva. I'll get rid of him.
No, I've put him in a timeout. It's so weird. Chelsea are bringing on Madueke. There shouldn't be any time technically left. We're in the 95th minute of the 95 minutes allocated. Caicedo is being helped to his feet by Cucurella and the physio. I'm not sure if he's going to be out injured or...
They put Alex Matos on for Enzo as well.
Who's that?
Yeah. Alex Matos has replaced Enzo Fernandez.
Alex Matos?
Yeah, the young Spanish centre midfielder.
Jesus, they buy some players.
Madueke doesn't get enough.
He's come through their academy.
Madueke's a really good footballer. I think he needs more time at Chelsea. For 5 minutes at the end of a game, I think it's not enough for him.
That's one thing most people don't get at Chelsea, Ben. That's time.
Like if they're going to take off Mudryk for another player, put on Madueke. It's not exactly the same player, but it's someone that can play on that wing. I don't understand it, but again, it's above my pay grade.
Apparently, they all really rate that Maatsen though. That's the one they all really rate. But I don't know. When you look at Chelsea, Sterling as a winger, Cole Palmer, Madueke, Maatsen. It's a lot of choice, isn't it? And they're like us, they only play once a week.
The problem is,
Caicedo, by the way.
He didn't look good at all, by the way.
If he's out,
what can you possibly put Chelsea's injury problems on? Because I wouldn't say it's a fitness team issue.
Bad luck, isn't it? Bad luck.
It's just bad luck because
that's why Savva said you don't want to curse it.
This year, they've had it this year. Maybe it's a Poch maybe it's Poch's training methods.
Well, I've never seen an injury list like it. When you look at the fact they've got a whole first 11 out, it's like it's a lot, isn't it?
You've got to start thinking about Poch's training methods of free training sessions.
Do you want to hear the list of players unavailable today? That is,
Yeah, we
it's-
did. We did it.
Oh, you
We
did
did
it earlier.
Yeah, we
You
did
throw,
it. Yeah,
you throw Caicedo, Mudryk, and Colwill into that list. Colwill went off with an injury, I believe.
I have to say though, right, Conor Gallagher for me has been phenomenal this game.
Yeah, he's
I'm
been
not
brilliant
just saying
as
that
well.
because we spoke about him earlier on, but everything that he's done tonight, from his little touches to his little dinks to the drives to the passing, he's been fantastic tonight.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think he's good.
been fantastic. Man of the match for me by a mile. Man of the
Yeah.
match.
Yeah,
You can't-
I agree with that.
Roger, that goal, it was knocked onto him and it went in. Mudryk, yes, he got the goal as well, but he come off at half time. For me, Conor Gallagher, even in this 96th minute, chasing balls back, getting his team out of trouble, he's put in a captain's shift tonight.
Yeah,
And I just think
I like.
Yeah,
I mean, when we were linked with him in the summer, I was like, I like Conor Gallagher as a player. I'd have him in. Lots of people.
Yeah, we need a
scoff at
squad.
Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, we
if you-
scoff at Conor Gallagher because you've got to remember though, Ben, a lot of people that were scoffing at Conor Gallagher during the summer didn't actually know anything about Ange Postecoglou and his playing style.
I
It's the
agree
same
with that.
people. It's the same people saying they didn't want Postecoglou. Now they're singing songs about him, and now they're Messiah Poch. They're singing songs about Poch dead and Postecoglou instead. And you're like, whoa, that's quick. How was that like?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's football fans. That's
It's
football fans.
fickle.
Guys, we are going to wrap up exactly in 3 minutes. We got 2 more tomorrow. I'm back at 10 a.m. for my normal show tomorrow. I'm with Ellie and Kate at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So join us tomorrow for a Tuesday morning chat with Savva. Then we've got 2 watch-alongs in the Champions League. No, let me make sure I get this right. The Champions League watch-alongs tomorrow are in order. The 5:30 start for a 5:45 kickoff is Salzburg v Real Sociedad, 2 very good teams. And Real Sociedad have a lot of good players that apparently Spurs are interested in. So join us for that. And then in the evening, following on from that at 7:45 for an 8 p.m. kickoff, we've got Man United versus Galatasaray.
Come on, Gala!
Will we see Tungai Undombele and Davinson Sanchez play for Galatasaray? So they're some good games for tomorrow. Big up Mark Cousins. It's your birthday. He's 30 tomorrow. Big up Mark
Cousins. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, mate.
Big up to you. Ben, thanks for joining, man. Hope you've enjoyed it. We always have some fun on these little streams.
I've had a blast. I had nothing else to do tonight, and you guys have cheered up my evening. So always makes me happy spending time with you 4 or 3, including Steve 4.
Well, thank you very much for coming on. Perchy, you okay? Thank you for coming on.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me on. It's always a good pleasure. Do enjoy it.
Absolutely. And as always, thank you, mate. We'll see you tomorrow night. Just nice to chill, have a football chat. And tomorrow night we've got 2 Champions League games. But more than that, there's going to be during the second Champions League game, there's Premier League games going on. You've got Luton v Burnley. There's other Champions League games. There's games all across Europe. So tomorrow will be a little bit more in the Perchy style of reporting from around the grounds. And this comment just cracked me up. I saw from Jacob. A Gala fan was in my chat thanking us for Sanchez. They love him. Just so you know, Davinson Sanchez has played 2 games for Galatasaray. 2 games. So they'll soon find out what he is all about. Big up, everyone. Keep voting, please. I'm going to put the link in the chat. There's 82 of you here. If you haven't, please all vote on your way out. Best new content creator. Thank you. Much love. Thank you, Lee Smithy Smith. Take care. And
Leave you out.
And as always, come on,
Leave you
you
out.
Spurs.